Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bedlam and Discord Odd Jobs. I am so happy to be here with you all tonight. It is me, Nathan, your DM, because yes, we have made the jump over to Dungeons & Dragons 5e for this evening. A little adventure in Faerun for the next few weeks. I've got a number of amazing people with me, not the least of which is Wendy, Jared, Witchy, Lamar, and Jessica. Again, no particular order there other than exactly the order that they are in their boxes.
No, it's your favorite order. I know it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Smack in the middle. That's
right away.
I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it.
Hey,
at least you're not the last
that's great, right?
You're right.
Unless I went reverse order to throw things off, but then you're still in the middle.
It's a countdown. Yeah. I know either way. I know where I stand.
You know where I stand. We are gearing up for a fun night here. Before we get into it, Jared, can you please remind us of all the wonderful things that our fans can be doing to interact with us throughout the evening?
Certainly. It wouldn't be Bedlam and Discord unless we didn't have a way for you at home to affect the nonsense you see on the screen. Quick rundown. Up above at the top here, we've got the goblin. The goal, slay the goblin. Slay the goblin with your bits and your donations and your subs and your gifted subs. It all contributes. When you slay the goblin, you can award a reroll to a player of your choice. You could even choose Nathan if you want. The other way, you can donate to give lucky, which allows a player to roll 2 d20s and take the high. The inverse of that, unlucky, roll 2 d20s, take the low. We have just a boost, which is +3 to a future roll. Player's choice is when. We also have another one, which brings a friend or a foe randomly decided to the encounter. And then the one that everyone loved. We have Discord, which Wild Chaos grabs a hold of a specified player, leading to unpredictable excitement. And you can't have Bedlam, or can't have Discord without Bedlam, which is Wild Chaos grabs a random player and does even bigger and wackier nonsense.
We love those.
I think I got those.
Nice.
Wow. And
I
I
love those.
I just want everyone to look below real quick. Well, it just changed. But Jared always finds the most amazing pictures that have just found up online of people and uses them. And it's great.
Oh no, I haven't seen what mine is.
Yep, just be on the lookout, players, for holy cow, be on the lookout for Scott the Muso.
Scott!
Welcome, Scott Muso.
Thank you, Scott.
Wow.
That is hype right there.
Sarah
Hype, hype,
BC1's
hype.
gifting subs. Scott Denuzo's gifting subs. Thank
Wild
you guys.
Ferret, subscribe, resubscribe.
Hype train going already. That's dope.
Hype train.
Already up to level 4. Like, wow. So yeah, you're already seeing how you can affect the game. Those subs are taking down that goblin. Just a little bit left on that guy. And yeah, I think that's just about it. Just a reminder, usually here on Bedlam and Discord, we're playing Pathfinder 1e, but we've made the switch. We are going to be playing in Dungeons & Dragons 5e this evening. And Sarah BC1 just did it. She just got us to level 5. And I think slayed the goblin all in one go.
We also had a follow come in from Ted, Ford, Tony, and a cheer from Lucas. So if it was timed right,
money.
and a sub from Ted. So if it was timed right,
money.
Lucas could have stolen it.
He could have.
So we have to see what it says here on the screen.
I'm ready for some of the bedlams and some of the discords, especially tonight since everything is we're doing a charity. Maybe people will give us a little more bedlam and discord tonight. Be excited.
That's right. Yeah, did you mention the charity, Jared?
I did not mention that. I was going to let you talk about that.
I forgot.
Whatever you want.
You should do it.
All right.
I forgot the information. I've got a lot of other information.
All right, that's fine. Tonight, in observation of trends, I'm blanking on the
Visibility Day.
Visibility. I wanted to say observation, but that was not right.
No, it's not.
They're visible, and we visibly see and observe.
We are donating any and all monies that come in through donations and bits and subs. I'm going to match them with the Bedlam and Discord, and we're going to donate them to the Trevor Project, which is a wonderful project that helps give LGBTQ plus community tools and access to information and mental health, valuable things that they need. So we're gonna take all that. We're gonna put it in a little
Which is
little box
awesome.
and send it on over there to Trevor.
Yay! So
I
if you're
love
gonna
it.
Bedlam in Discord, today is a great day to do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Good day. It's a good day. All right. I think. Okay, I had all this stuff ready, and then I went to click on the information, and it's just like, nah. So we'll play with that in a bit. But let's get things started, shall we? Everyone, sit back, relax, and let the story begin. Along the coastway, just south of the Cloud Peaks, trade has brought life to the small city of Ataraxia. Many still remember the stories of the village that gave travelers respite from the mountain pass, and then the town that grew closer to the narrow rivers that lead to the sea. Small expansions here and there didn't take away from Ataraxia's quaint, peaceful lifestyle. It just gave more folks the chance to live that way. Nestled in the middle of town, on a huddled street in the heart of the city where the village began, a freshly painted sign hangs above a large, worn wooden door. Emblazoned on it is a crossed hammer and axe with the name Odd Jobs in bright yellow letters. A man with sand-colored hair dips a brush back into a bucket of paint and slides it over the weather-beaten stucco, finishing the fresh coat before stepping back to admire the handiwork. Jared, who do we see here?
We see an older human, not old, but like, early 30s, human male, about 6 foot tall, goes by the name of Ick, which is short for Warwick. Warwick Hastings. He's got a crossbow strapped to his hip at all times, a long sword, kind of in a sheath on the other hip. He's just a regular kind of guy trying to find his way in this world. Trying to just keep moving forward, keep taking steps. That's all
Is he
wants.
making his way downtown?
Yeah.
Walking fast?
But moving slow.
Making my way.
Yeah, but moving slow.
Well, as Ick stands basking in the finished work, the earth beneath his feet trembles slightly. Turning around reveals a tall humanoid whose serpent-like nose and flag-sized ears are the first of his kind in Ataraxia. The tough-skinned male approaches with a small piece of parchment in their hand. So, Lamar, who do we see here?
You see a rather tall, elephant-like humanoid dressed in purple-ish pink long robes, his mace by his side, a wooden shield on their back, and a lovely little golden thing around their head. That's a word. His name is Tano. He looks around and says, "This place is very, very weird, very strange, very new, small people."
Clasped in Tano's hand is a piece of parchment, Ick, that you would recognize as something that you recently hung up in a nearby tavern.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. Am I familiar with the Loxodon peoples? Are they?
You can roll a history check, I guess, if you would like, to
Yeah.
tell me if you're. Because again, this is the first of his kind stepping foot into this town. His mode of travel would have probably been coming from the sea up the river to the ports that lie just along the river to the south of you.
Okay. So it's an 11 on a history.
You might have heard that people like this exists, but your brain didn't know if it was fable or real. If someone was pulling your leg. So this is kind of like the first time you've seen them. You've never seen a picture or anything like that. So this is you thinking, like, seeing for the first time, wow, this creature does exist.
Okay. All right. Kind of looking. So I go from looking at the painting that I've done to pivot around. You're a big one, aren't you? You're a big one.
I suppose so. Do you know where this he shows the parchment? I'm looking for work. Do you know who this fella is?
Can I changing systems always kind of throws me. I want to I guess roll an insight to kind of get
You
this
can
guy's
roll an
vibe.
insight. Yeah.
I just want to just kind of feel him out here. Because he's big and I'm scared. 15.
Yeah, you would get him. You would look him over really quick and get this idea that you see these robes, you see a symbol hanging around his neck. While he does have things that can be used as weapons on him, they're not readily available in any way. And he looks peaceful. Like, he doesn't look to you as someone who's trying to sneak up on you, trying to trick you in any way. You have this humanoid in front of you that does seem honest in his want to find work.
Okay. Here. Big one. I mean, we always need the hands. There's always work to be done. Ick looks left and right, up and down the road. Like, what, and he just kind of gestures. What?
My name's Tano. I'm a healer of sorts. Go around, people go around doing silly things, get themselves damaged. I go, do you mind fixing this? And somebody above goes, sure. And it fixes whatever stupidity you caused. That's kind of what I do.
Well,
That's very broad. Whatever stupidity someone caused.
Various types of stupidity. I'm only able to deal with certain levels, but I've been told as long as I'm good and stick to my current plan, I can fix other levels of stupidity. Right now, trips, scrapes, bruises, small stabbings, arson, things like that.
well, we do find ourselves in all manner of predicaments now, don't we? Let me take you inside and meet the rest of the crew. I'll open the door, like, gauge it to see if we can actually get through it. Like,
Yeah, he should be able to fit through. This is a relatively large doorway, and as the oak door swings open to a front room, which has been turned into a makeshift workplace. There are two desks, one facing the door and one perpendicular to it along the west wall, as well as chairs behind them. Desk may actually be a kind word, as it looks more like two thin tables with like these mismatched end tables underneath that have drawers. Behind the desk on the west wall is a rack of tools and weapons. There are shovels, pickaxes, hammers, and more that fill the display. Two faded leather easy chairs line the south wall on either side of the door, and a fireplace sits on the east wall. And across from the entrance, a dual-hinged door separates the front of the building from the back. Sitting on a stool near the rack of tools is a female dwarf sharpening a hand axe with a whetstone. Wendy, who do we see?
You see Lita. She has a very long, very Ariana Grande-esque high pony, but it is a beautiful baby pink. And right now she is mumbling to herself, sweeping up the glitter that has been spilled all over the workspace, mumbling to herself. If anyone touches my glitter one more time, I am going to freak out. This is the hardest thing to clean up. Don't they know that once you spill glitter, you can't pick up all of it and it'll exist for years and years past our existence? As she looks around, trying to be kind of investigating any footprints, anyone in sight. I'm going to find out who did this. And we're going to have a talk about not spilling glitter. Okay. Okay.
Guys.
We can take a quick timeout because I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
see
I
what
need-
happened.
we
Not
gotta
to
adjust
step
this.
on Wendy's amazing introduction.
Yeah, we're gonna come back
Is
to
that
that.
legit?
Yeah. Penguin Witch Doctor has donated $150. It says Bedlam to the table. Now, did you prepare
Yeah.
enough Bedlams forever?
We haven't
oh my
even
God.
introduced
And Sarah
ourselves
BC1
yet.
Crap.
has
But
donated.
also, thank you so much for the $150, Penguin. Oh my God, Sarah!
Sarah's donated 75 for Lucky for the table and Chaos.
Yay!
Let's go.
You guys are awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So, here's how it's gonna work, everybody. Really quick, we're gonna go. Everyone on the table, roll
Off
a
the
d20.
rails.
That's gonna be
Off
the
the
order
rails.
in which you get your chaoticness.
If I haven't even introduced myself yet and I get a changing face, I'm gonna lose my mind. In our other campaign, May LaFay has a changing face.
Oh,
and she
no.
never, every day she has to wake up and roll a dice and her face changes.
That is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you. How great that is. I got an 11. So
18.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
I also got a 5, so I'm gonna re-roll if that's okay.
Just a straight roll, right?
That's just
or
a straight
no.
roll. It's fine. No,
13 for me.
13. Okay, so our high
should I keep it?
was 18. Yeah, keep it for now.
Okay.
Our high was 18, right? Someone said an 18?
yes.
Okay, so 18. Why don't you roll me a d6?
Okay. D6 coming up. Boop. That's gonna be a 5.
Okay. For the rest of the game
Oh,
tonight, anytime you make an ability check, you will roll 1d6 and subtract the result.
oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
You didn't have a lot of sleep, I think. Your
It's the
ability-
glitter.
a
The
little
glitter
bit.
has thrown you so much, it's gotten everywhere. The glitter, it's messing with your dex checks because you see a sparkly thing and that gets your attention. No one, like your charisma checks are tougher because everyone sees glitter on you and they're like, that's gonna get on me. Maybe she shouldn't get too close. You know?
Oh no.
My God.
Yep. So,
Oh,
who was
no.
next up? Did we have a 13 next?
I rolled a 13.
Okay. So, let's go roll a d6 for that.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, actually, that was
rolling that. EB Custom
Yeah.
donated
Three.
$25 for a reroll for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
kind, DB. Thank you.
Thank you.
that's awesome. Oh, I realized that was poor Jessica that got that minus d6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it
It's
was.
still the glitter. The glitter is still that's still a
We found,
problem.
we
So
found
sorry.
the culprit of the glitter, I guess.
Yep.
You realize
so-
if I hadn't introduced myself when this came in, glitter wouldn't be a problem right now. I'm so sorry.
it's amazing how things timed out. All right, so you rolled a 3. Okay, you feel this magic
Oh, man.
rise up in your body, and there's this bit of heat around you. Yeah, everything just feels warmer, and then you feel it like just hold itself. And we're actually gonna hold this one until combat starts. So you've got this warmth to you right now, but we're gonna wait until combat until this particular magic takes its full hold so that we can enjoy it a little bit more.
You're so
next
angry
up
about
was-
the glitter, you explode.
That's it.
I'm gonna punch you in the face with glitter. Pop, pop.
Right now, I believe next up was an 11, right?
That's me.
All right, roll that d6.
That's a 5.
Okay. So, you.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Yep. You are compelled to compliment your teammates. You use when combat begins is when this is probably going to come into play more. But you use all of your speaking, including verbal spells, to complement one of your allies on a turn. I'll actually let you, because this is another one of those combat ones, but I think it can play a bit now as well. So you can use your action on any turn now to give, I'll say, a D6 of inspiration to people if you compliment them, but you have to actually give us a compliment. Or I'll say this, if we get to combat and you want to give a little less inspiration, you can give a D4 with, you will have to use your bonus action as well as your speaking for that round.
All right, so 1d6 full action and 1d4 bonus action, but I use all my speaking components.
Yes. Yep. So, next up, I think we had 2 5s, right? So do both of you just roll a d6 and we'll see if that sorts itself out.
Got a 6.
I got a 6.
Jared, stop
You guys are killing me. Roll again. Actually,
I got a
roll
1.
You got a 1, okay? And you got a 6, Jared?
Ja.
Okay.
It's trick dice.
So, Amanda, you
Oh no.
You gain the ability to consume your fingernails as if they were a fruit from the Goodberry spell. It will take one bonus action to do so.
The
Not like
Goodberry
the whole
spell is
fingernail.
healing, right?
But like, yeah.
So when I bite my nails, I get healing? Oh my
Yep.
god, she's so manic. That's perfect.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, well,
That is nasty.
biting
I'm
your
with my
nails is a
Frankie
bad
steak.
habit.
That's nasty.
You know what?
And then, let's see. What was your number again, Jared?
The reroll was a 6.
Okay, so we're gonna use yours again in combat once that happens. Your stomach feels a little unsettled though. You're thinking you might have had some bad sausage with breakfast or something like that, because you're just like, ugh, that doesn't feel too great. And when we get to combat, we'll learn a little bit more about yours as well. And then the last one was just a random assignment, right?
Yep.
Wow.
All right, so I'm gonna roll. I'll roll to see who this goes to.
I'm scared.
And going by my screen, that's going to be going to Wendy as well.
Wendy, you're gonna get magical healing fingernails. I feel it.
Your head's
Give me the
literally
fingernails.
6 sizes.
Wendy, roll 3d6.
Oh. Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
Am I
That's a
giving
lot
you
of
the
it.
numbers individually or am I adding it up?
Add it all up.
That is 15.
15. Wow. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna help you out a lot. So here's the thing. All of a sudden, as Tano walks in the door and sees Wendy or sees Glita going on about all this glitter that's everywhere, and why does it have to be everywhere? All of a sudden, like this warmth hasn't left her, but all of a sudden you just see her start to expand a little bit, and her armor's filled out and stretching. The straps stretch a little bit. It's not too much, but you notice that she very quickly gains 15 pounds. But also, she gains as many hit points.
Wow.
Are you a halfling, Wendy?
I'm a dwarf.
Okay, so 15 pounds on you is making you really wide.
And I will say this.
I love it so much.
It's not much, but you have lost 1 feet of movement per round.
1 feet of movement per round.
But you have like
if someone's
the most
30 feet
hit points
away-
ever.
Can only go
Well, I guess
29.
your movement's only 25 as a dwarf, yes?
Yeah,
One
it's only
square.
25.
Okay.
Okay, so you now can't even move 24, or you can move 24 feet and that's it. Because you've all of a sudden gained weight and your cardio wasn't ready for it.
As I look down, maybe I should have eaten all those cupcakes. I don't know.
Stop eating glitter.
Who said that? Who said that? I'm not eating glitter.
So, yes, I know, Scott, that it's only a foot. Gosh, I understand she didn't lose that much movement, but she did lose movement. All right, so there's everything that just all of a sudden, as Tano walks through this door, it's almost as if the fates of the world knew that you as a group were starting to come together, and the forces of good wanted to enable you to do more, but the forces of evil that exist said, perhaps we may need to slow them down.
And give her negative ability checks forever.
Do elephants exist normally in this world?
You wouldn't necessarily, I don't believe on Faerun they exist. Tano's race is of, if I'm correct, Ravinica and one other location. So you're looking more for the jungle areas of Faerun or of this entire world. But the area you are accustomed to is forest and mountain and plains more.
But like traveling zoos or anything, we wouldn't. Like I wouldn't know. It's like Sam thinking about Oliphants, kind of thing. Like tails and all right.
I mean, that might have also been part of your knowledge of the Loxodons. Was like people would tell these tales of Oliphants and then also of a humanoid component. But again, you didn't necessarily know if they were real or not.
Right. Okay. Feeling this just kind of wash over as I walk in the room with Tano and T, Glita there, cleaning up the glitter. It's just this one's pretty magical. Just feel it.
As you say that, as if on cue, a small muffled explosion comes from the back rooms, and a wispy cloud of smoke sneaks above that double doorway. Those doors are pushed open, and a horned humanoid is followed by another half their size. Witchy and Jessica, who do we finally see after all this madness that has already happened?
Jessica, you can go first.
All right. Well, you see a halfling named Hasty Jane Thurbricks, who used to do Little Miss Halfling pageants and loves to quote her grandma. Her favorite quote is, "Catch 'em first, you're the worst. Catch 'em last, have a blast." And she's just here to make friends and try to keep a positive attitude.
And Witchy, who do we got?
You see a purple tiefling with bright green eyes and green horns at the ends of her purple. They're like purple to green. She's in a leather apron and has multiple tools hanging off her belt, like a flame, like a blowtorch, and what we would know as a blowtorch. It looks a little more crude than that. A hammer, some flasks, and she has a half skull mask that has goggles embedded in them on her head. And she looks a little manic. She's covered in like dirt and grease, and she just walks in and is like, I'm almost there. I just probably need like 3 more nights of work, and I'll get it done. I'll have it done, and I'll figure it out, and I'll beat everybody that said that I couldn't do it, and I know I can do it.
Well, there you go. These 2 new members have walked out, and you see this looming figure as light streaks in behind him, standing in the doorway, as well as a pile of glitter. Glita is manic in her corner, wondering where everything came from. And again, you've all felt this wash of magic over you to where you just feel like the world has changed a little bit.
Well, I mean, outside of the magic kind of wave that flew, I feel like the interior of this building is just business as usual.
Yeah. So I mean, again, yeah, that little explosion wasn't necessarily the magic. That's our artificer at work. I will also paint for you, just for those of you who walked out from that back room. You've just come from an area that includes some more work tables, a couple. You've got a nice station for your creations there, Witchy, and you've got another little work area where you may have some extra tools for repairs and things like that. There's one closed off room on this floor, and then there's a staircase that goes in between this work area and the front room, leading up to 4 rooms. Also cut off in the back is like a kitchen area that you would all work in, and again, this home, or this building is not only your workspace, but also your home as an adventuring party. So you each have your own quarters upstairs with a spare one on the main level, food area, work area, all of that.
Well, everybody, and I gesture to Tano. Look up. Tano, right?
Yeah.
This is everybody. This is the crew. Tano here wants to come work with us.
Oh, hi.
Howdy.
And I am going to hide my broom behind me and kind of sheepishly look at the floor and say, it doesn't always look like this. But hi.
It's like under my breath. I'm like, yes, it does.
Namaste to all of you. I hope I can be of service, and I'll make sure to look down. Hello. Got a little glitter on your face there. Are you two okay? I heard mistakes happening.
Oh, that is just, a little bit of work. It wasn't a success, but we're working on it. It's gonna be great. Don't worry. You though, and she's gonna walk over to you and pull her goggles down and be like, and start circling you and be like, a Loxodon! We don't see very many Loxodons around here. What brings you here?
I've been told that I need to get more real world experience, and I started wandering, and I wandered a little bit off the beaten path. Ended up coming here, and y'all the first people who've actually talking to me without screaming first, so I figured,
As you're talking, she's like pulling out a measuring tape and like measuring you, and like
just gonna go ahead and let that happen. Anyway, but yeah, I saw the parchment saying y'all need some work, and I figured I'd come and offer my particular set of skills. Sorry about that. I have a barking issue every once in a while. Just kind of comes out.
We all do. Don't worry.
That's okay.
Have you ever been in a metal suit before with magical powers, or if you were to wear a big metal suit, what size would you be?
I highly appreciate the offer, but they seem to be more restricting. I'm pretty good at, got pretty tough skin, and people generally avoid me. They don't really hit me that often. When they do, it's kind of hilarious, really. But I'm good. Me and my particular deity have an agreement that's, skin to cloth. Skin to cloth.
Oh, well, let me know if you change your mind, or if you and your deity have a little falling out.
I most definitely will let you know if that happens. If I'm on the floor crying for several days, that's probably a good idea to start building a suit of armor.
I won't. Well, okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
Hopefully. So you were glitter lady. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet all of you.
You too.
Oh,
So what are we doing here? Are we getting up the glitter? I didn't prepare the spell.
don't touch the glitter.
don't touch
That's
the glitter.
rule number one. Don't touch the glitter.
Talk about the glitter as much.
No one touches the glitter but me. That's rule number 1.
Okay. There is no glitter. Gotcha.
I'm gonna turn around and just sweep frantically now.
Hasty.
Get all the glitter up.
Casey, if you'd like to show our new companion here to his quarters, that
I'd be much
that would
obliged.
quite helpful.
As I walk, glitter just falls behind me. I'm sorry, this is brand new. I don't know what to do with it.
I know.
Just kind of flaps his little kind of skirt around like, Zach.
So as Hasty Jane takes Tano through these big double doors, there is a room in the back towards the right that has been left unoccupied as of yet. You lead him back there, passing the kitchen and the other work area, showing him his quarters as the other rooms upstairs have all been taken. As you're leading him back, right as Ick turns around to close the door and hide the glittery mess that has made, there are footsteps on the stairway leading up, and a quick, no, not yet. As you open the door again, you see a small halfling with tousled strawberry blonde hair and a bright green vest. His white linen shirt is rolled at the sleeves, and his brown eyes sparkle in the afternoon sun. Hello there. Pardon my interruption, but I was wondering if I could discuss a business proposition with you all before you close the door.
Always willing to talk business. Come on in.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Ignore the mess. Glitter monster.
Well, hi, as a fellow hackling, where are you from?
Oh, well, hello there. I'm originally from this area. As we all know, this country is full of halflings, but most of my folk are further south, as it were. By the way, my name, of course, my name, Gerald Nudinger. Thank you so much for bringing me in here. Again, where do you hail, fellow halfling? Are you here from here as well?
Mostly, yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm surprised I haven't. See, I'm sure I've seen some of you around town. I'm the grocer. You've probably stopped by a time or two for the food over on Market Street. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought you looked familiar, yeah.
Yes, that's me. I know I'm usually so busy with work. I know I should be better at customer service, but there's so many fruits and vegetables and things to be done. People all the time, as you know. But I did want to talk to you about the work. It's not overly fancy, mind you, but I figured, as the sign says, you do odd jobs, yes?
And any job will do. What can we do for you?
Oh, I'm so glad that you've said that. You see, my neighbors and I, we've been dealing with a bit of a ruckus at night. There seems to be some sort of something milling about in the alleyway just nearby, squabbling and all, and come morning, the path is just filled with rubbish, and the bins are all overturned. We're all hardworking people who need a good night's rest, as I'm sure you understand what with your line of work. And, well, like I said, we're over on Market Street, the alley is. It's right by my shop as well. It's near the bakery, the butcher, and many others. We'd rather not have anything interfering with our goods, and what with living above our shops, much like I'm sure you do here. We've got a tenant or two. The noise just isn't good for business.
Well, tell me how you feel about glitter first.
I lean in to listen.
Say good. Say good. Say that you feel really good about glitter.
I mean, if it's a part of the work you need to do, I suppose we could be all right with it. But
There we go. Great.
if I'm being honest,
Don't be honest. Don't be honest.
Oh,
What's that about glitter again?
look, how about we talk about the pay instead? Would that be a bit of glittering gold, as it were?
I'm going to lean
let's-
over to Ick and say, I don't know if this person passes the glitter vibe check. Just saying.
I mean,
hush, his money spends just as good as anyone else's.
Okay, fine.
What are we looking at payment-wise here? What?
Well, yes. I did want to mention that. A few of us talked around. We got a couple of the neighbors together. We'd be able to pay you 50 gold pieces for the the removal of the creatures.
50 gold pieces each is very nice.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Look, 50 gold pieces for us is a few months worth of work right there, and I can provide 10 now for any supplies you might need, but it would be 50 for the group, as it were, and then you get the rest of the 40 when the job's done.
What about anything we find? We get to keep that?
Well, as long as it doesn't say my grocery's name on it, it's fine by me.
What about anything that we break? Do we have to pay for it?
Well, if it says my grocery's name on it, then I would prefer you paid for it, but I understand if it's happenstance part of the work. Again, the main problem's in the alleyway.
What do you know about these creatures?
Well, again, they seem to only come out at night, and they really like them garbage refuse areas.
You said that there was a noise. Could you maybe demonstrate the noise for us?
Oh, I've never been much for performing. And he kind of like shuffles his feet and gets red in the face. And it was guttural. I don't know if I could do it myself, but
I believe in you.
think of like a little something like that.
That was good.
Thank you very again. I ain't been much for performing.
And how many of these creatures do you think there are?
Oh, there's definitely more than one. It's a big mess, though. So it could be, I don't know, I guess I could say it's two larger creatures, but I feel like we'd have seen them, or I guess it could be a bunch of little ones. You never know with pests, do you? Sometimes you think you just got one rat, and you got a whole grouping of them. Family living in the walls.
And then they become your friends.
Friends with the rat. It seems like a bit of a pest problem. I'm new here. Hello, Tano. Yes, I know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and I think he just notices you for the first time because you like been settling in, and you've heard everything that's happening, but like you walk up and he's just like, oh my, well, hello there, sir.
Bless my to you, sir.
I didn't know. I just thought it was a myth. Well, sorry for my. Oh, I'm being so rude, but well, good day to you, sir.
Hello. Anyway, 50 gold to do a quick patch job. I don't know what kind of economy y'all got around here, but in my kind of place, that's not too bad. But
I think we can deal. I think we can do your job.
Well, again, if you happen to find a copper on the street while you're working, of course it's yours.
Well, as a fellow halfling, I say we're happy to help.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, again, I'm surprised I ain't seen you around. Again, I get so into the work, and the missus does most of the books, as it were, as people are paying and all that. I'm doing more of the back-breaking work with the crates and all.
Well, my family's from the east side, so we might not have never seen y'all.
Oh, the east side of, yes, of course. Oh, and I'm guessing you came up this way, going towards the mountains, and, well, Ataraxia is just such a nice town, isn't it?
It's people here are so friendly.
They really are. I've enjoyed it all these years, I must say. The south side of town is a little, well, I don't go there as much other than for my shipments when I get in and on the buggy, but, let's see. I suppose I don't think there's much other information. Y'all know where Market Street is, yes, and I'm sure you've all been to the grocer or the baker or some summit from this side of town, what with us being, well, close to neighbors. Yes, I best be getting back to work, but if you need anything else, you can find me at the grocer, and again, most of this all happens at night, but, well, I'll leave you to be the experts. Thank you for your time. And he leaves, he pulls out a smaller sack of gold that he sits down on one of the leather easy chairs right near that front door and kind of gives a tip, not, as if like, oh, I forgot to have, hi there. And backs out the door, heading quickly up the street back to his grocery.
Ick'll walk over, scoop up the gold, kind of toss it in his hand, just estimating. Seems like there's 10-ish in there, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
It's gonna be easy. This guy just wants us to kill some cats.
Now, does he want us to actually kill them,
Oh,
or
just get rid of
maybe
them.
we should just
You want some
trap
cats?
one? He can adopt one and have like a grosser mascot.
We could get a shop cat.
A shop.
Can you
A
imagine
shop
little
cat.
cat running around covered in glitter and fire?
No.
Is anyone allergic to cats here? Anyone?
No. I would love to have a little kitty to scratch and play with, while it's quiet in between missions.
As long as they don't get into my poison, I don't mind.
I mean, if it gets into poison, it's
what?
our fault, right?
Is that number one of the things I'm supposed to just ignore happen, like the glitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't drink anything in my room. It's a little unsafe.
You know what? Rule of thumb: don't drink anything you just find anywhere. Just
Yeah,
only from
I
the
like
kitchen.
that. Yes, agreed.
Sure. My
Yes.
papa told me not to judge, and so I have no gavel.
Question is, what do we do about these cats?
Well, he said they came at dark, right? So we gotta wait till dark before we can find anything out.
Maybe I take a nap.
Yeah, I still have to get settled. I've been walking forever and my feet.
All right, Tano.
So the it seems like the idea is to wait until evening to go handle everything. Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Unless someone
we
wants
could
to go
at
scout.
least go and look and see like if there were like footprints, animal footprints, or anything on the ground.
Yeah,
Mer-
you're
Mercury's
welcome
always
to.
been-
If some people want to stay, if Tano would rather rest and thinks the main mission is this evening, and you guys want to just take a smaller party to go investigate, you're welcome to.
I'll go with her.
I mean, I'll go with what the group does. I don't like y'all. The only people who talk to me. I like to hang out with the people around here.
Yes, please come with us. You haven't seen the marketplace yet, and it's
This
very
is-
lovely.
It's very true. Can I get into the marketplace? Absolutely, no offense, but halfling places don't really cater well.
It's an
Yeah, I
open
mean,
air market.
you would have noticed that the streets are cobblestone streets and are relatively wide. You've noticed that the main roadway that kind of comes down through the mountains heading to the river is a wider street, probably 30 feet across at the least, if not even more. You've passed a number of other streets. This street itself is 20 feet across. So a number of humanoids can walk side by side. You've got a couple horses going down the street. It's not tiny by any means. You would feel comfortable walking around.
Awesome.
Sounds like we're going to check out the marketplace.
Day trip.
Once again, as I close the shop and lock it in the middle of the day, I keep talking to myself. We should really hire someone to just run this place while we're out.
Do you know if there's anything that we need from the? Is the pantry filled? Do we need to buy?
I pull out a list and it's like our shopping list.
Do you need more glitter?
I always need more glitter. Thank you for asking.
We'll write that down. Anybody
Well,
else?
I
Does
think-
anybody else need anything?
Glita and I should probably stay in the back, otherwise everyone will be covered in glitter by the end of the night. So
Oh, I think I got the situation under control from the last time. I don't think it'll make quite as much of a mess.
Y'all
All right, I'll
spend
stay
up
in
all
the
our
back.
money before we earned it.
You might want to get some parchment and some honey. It's really good at getting up small specks of shiny material.
Oh, I like the way you think. That's very smart. Honey? Okay.
And ants. Good at getting both of those.
Okay, let's buy some ants. We're gonna buy some ants. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna learn
I
to
don't know if
stop
they have
talking.
that then. I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna stop talking.
Let me know if anybody thinks of anything. I'll put it on my list.
And she sticks it back in her apron.
Do you think we need some sort of net or traps? Just in case we want to keep one of these creatures, assuming that they are cats.
Well, let's go see if we can figure out what these creatures are first.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
before you get into that,
before you get into that, Nathan,
Mhm.
before you get into that, we had
Okay.
Sarah BC1 donate $6 to give you an unlucky. I just feel you should know that in case you got to roll dice. But also,
yeah.
Marina Sky donated $30. Says Discord for Lamar.
What did I do? What did I do?
Welcome.
We don't know if this is a bad thing. It may be a great thing.
Discord.
So,
oh god.
And Nessie's going off with the gifted subs.
Thank you, Nessie.
Yeah.
Lamar, can you roll me a D20, please?
Come on, D20. You got this. 17.
17. All right, give me a second here. Okay, you feel this is another moment where we're gonna hold until we're in combat, but you feel this this surge of energy that you know to be from your gods, and you see a bit of light come into your holy symbol. And again, we're gonna wait until combat for this one to play out, but you know that you feel as if, again, the gods have blessed you in this moment. So we walk down this cobblestone street, making the couple turns that it takes to get us to Market Street. Walking up from the southern edge, you all notice on your right-hand side is the butcher shop, and just past it, the sign hanging for the grocers. In between is the alleyway, and it is all there for you to do with as you would please.
We said that
Just-
the ruckus started in the alley, so I'd like to investigate the back side of that alley and see what we can find. Tracks or evidence of something.
Wonderful. So as you head up that way, you're hearing around you the clatter of footsteps and horse hooves through the narrow cobblestone street. People are dressed in some tattered clothes. They pass along on some side streets, mostly minding their own business. There's the occasional heckling every now and then, but again, this is a relatively peaceful town. It's more people trying to sell you something or the like. But yeah, as you enter this alleyway, waste is just strewn everywhere. It's in heaps, and there's a bit of a smell because this is, again, the back area where the shops go out, take whatever garbage they've had for the day before it gets cleaned up by the city. Let me get a couple of, you can either do an investigation check or a nature check while looking around the alleyway. Ick seems like he kind of led the charge wanting to do this, and then if someone else would like to do as well.
I'll add my +0 to any of these.
Nature, or what was the other one?
Investigation.
I'll do either of those. I'm
Actually,
good at both
I
of them.
get a lucky because of the gift, so I get to roll twice. So it's either a
But
13 or a 13 is the answer.
21 on nature.
You got a 21 on nature, and what was yours, Jared?
13 investigation.
Okay. So as Ick is looking around, he's seeing that clearly it's a pack of small creatures that were looking for food. You find a claw shedding and a patch of rubbery pale skin And as you hold it up, Witchy, you recognize these two bits. You kind of take them, you pull down your goggles, one of which I'm sure has a bit of a magnifying glass on it. You're looking through it, examining the
Sniff it a
thickness
little
of the
bit.
skin and the claw itself. And you, especially with your background being a tiefling, you recognize this belongs to a Dretch, which is a gorilla-like demon grunt that seems to be plaguing this alleyway.
Dretches, are they just kind of low powered, usually comes in packs because they're so
yeah, I mean, you
or-
know them again to be a smaller creature.
Okay.
If you want, you could roll another nature check to get more information about them. You've already
I
been
would
able to
love to.
determine, based off of again, this claw and
I
skin,
got a 19.
what they are.
Don't forget you're lucky.
Oh, I got a 19. So. Oh, I got a 23.
Well, then there you go. So you would know that, yeah, Dretches are these like small fiends. You know them to be not very nice, but you also know that they're among the weaker demons, that they're like these very repulsive creatures that are just doomed to spend life in discontent. So they try and find as much joy through these little feasts or whatever that they can. They're not very smart creatures, but they make up for any intelligence or helpfulness with just their anger, right? You know, now that you realize what the creature was, and you remember thinking back to what the halfling grocer was saying, noise-wise, making these funny noises, you would say, oh yeah, that's the sound of those engaging in a bit of a squabble, and oh, that was probably an eating sound.
Okay.
So I have some good news and some bad news. Which would you like first?
The good news?
Good news, good news, good news. This is it's like they're gonna be little. Like it's a Dretch, which is kind of like a really weak demon, and not really too much to worry about. Bad news, there's more than one, sadly. But I think we can take care of it together.
So no cat.
Unfortunately, not a cat, no.
I guess we shouldn't keep a gorilla demon in our shop.
We could.
No.
I mean,
if we had a gorilla demon in the shop, what would we... And I look to Ick, and I'm going to say, you wanted someone to watch the shop when we, did day trips like this. So what if we just make nice with the gorilla demon and...
Well, they're
no?
not that smart. No, they're not that smart, and I don't know if I trust them
you forgot
around
where
my,
demon is in the name.
And they're stealing stuff. We don't want to bring them inside our place to start stealing stuff.
yeah, and I have kind of a saying against demons as a whole. It tends to make me sad.
Now, if we
Okay,
want to mount
demon's
its head
bad.
as a trophy,
We don't want to
maybe we
make
do that.
Tunnel sad.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
It's
Look at that
okay.
sad elephant.
We could keep one.
Loxodon, please, if you don't mind. That's the terrible old-fashioned lexicon calling us an elephant. Thank you very much, Loxodon.
Genuinely,
I'm gonna
I ain't
give
never
you a
seen
look when
either.
we go
I'm
home.
confused.
There are a couple passerbys that, like, holding a couple bags filled with bread and some apples that just like look down the alley as there's this party of 5 people going through the garbage, and one of them is this large creature they've never seen before, and they kind of start at it and look at you all like, oh.
I do
Alright,
one
I
of
guess-
these.
And they the woman just jumps a little bit, and her slippered feet just quickly go padding down the cobblestones as she makes to the far side of the street.
Terry, is it nice?
And I just yell, "Have a nice day!"
Cheapest people around here.
Well, you gotta understand here, Tano. Your people have not been here. It's quite a rarity. You gotta expect some gawking.
Oh, it bothers me none. I was, trained in such things where my people try to spread out and let people know that we do exist and that we're not inherently dangerous. But it is a thing. Don't worry. Also, I understand that towering over people is quite intimidating. Even though I'm one of the smaller people in my group, it's fine.
People just tend to fear
Staring
what they don't
still
know.
isn't nice.
It is what it is, but I'm so glad that we figured out what we have to defeat, and I'm actually really excited to see how you guys take care of this.
I mean, demons are kind of your bag, ain't it?
I mean, yes, but like I'm more of a like a rah, you can do it type guy. I don't like touching them particularly myself or being anywhere near. Violence makes me nervous. I mean, I have a mace, and I promise you that I know how to properly use it. I am very strong. I'm a strong one. Yes, very strong and very scary.
Like
Wow.
Marina Sky says, let's go, team. Okay, now you all go do the work.
I lean down and start like looking at the pretend prints that aren't there. Like, I really got to get better interview questions.
So you've garnered this information. Anything else that you want to do?
Do we ever ask what is being stolen, or is it just random goods from the shop, or is like?
Well, again, so it's more. There's been this noise disturbance at night, and some of these. You look up, and these buildings aren't just like it's not just a grocery store that's one level. Above it is apartments, much like you have that upper level that has your rooms. So these are much tall, like two-story buildings with large roofs, and aside from the alleyways, they're very close together. Some of the alleyways separate the buildings, and yet the buildings are joined by an apartment that kind of spans both of them. So the noise, while doesn't necessarily interfere with the day-to-day activities, because as you've noted, there's no creature here now, you can see how many people would be affected by the noise. And then if there's an infestation, the grocer, his business is right next door. You see the bakery across the street, and you're also on the other side of you right now is the butchers. So there's a number of food places that could be affected, and their main goal is stop anything before it spreads.
Fair enough. Just want to make sure that we didn't have like a direct victim or something like that.
What if we set out like a decoy pack? Ick. Do you have something better?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's better, but we got these things have been digging in the refuse bins here, and looking amongst us. I look up at Tano. I look like eye level over to Mergu, and I look down at the little ones. I was like, who could fit in refuse bins and lay weight?
I don't think I could fit in one of those bins, sir.
We could cover from the ceiling or from the rooftops. Catch them by surprise.
I just had glitter start exploding from me, so I don't think I'm gonna surprise nobody.
Did
It will be a
anything-
surprise.
Did anybody leave anything at home before we decide to go dumpster diving?
Oh, I think I have everything. So, yeah, Axe. Yep.
Yeah,
Glitter.
you never leave the house without your sword. That's good. Okay, well,
I mean, unless we need specialty equipment.
or I have a better idea. Maybe the grocer will let us stay in the market until the noises happen.
Like a slumber party.
Running out.
I'll get in the dumpster.
Oh man.
Just so you know, just so we all know, it's probably about like 2 o'clock.
That's what I was thinking.
Like it was afternoon.
Midday. We
like,
gotta lay in wait
It
forever.
looks like it's about a little past noon. We should probably go and rest for a little bit.
Just resigned.
I just want you
man.
to know the time. If you want to put a halfling in a trash bin to wait out a creature for hours, I'm just saying these are your options.
I mean, we can come back and do that at sunset. When that sun goes down, we can set this up.
That sounds like a better plan.
Is there a way to get onto the roof, Nathan?
There's above you is a bit of those apartments spreading out above the butcher shop and the grocers. You might be able to get above the roof across the street at the bakery. You'd have to go talk to them. You can't, while your town is a peaceful town, there's still, you do know that there's going to be every now and then a guard that walks by, things like that,
Right.
to where people don't usually just get to climb on roofs.
I'm just looking for a decent vantage spot where I could train a crossbow on that alley to cover anything that goes in there.
I mean, the way this street is, there's the cobblestone center, and then there's usually like a little porch area leading up. So across the street at the bakery, there are a couple barrels out front. There's a hitching post and a slight fence to where you could, if you wanted to, wait across the street with a view of the alley. Now, as it gets darker, that is going to be further away. So you might want to try and find some light source that could be nearby, because you would have trouble seeing it then.
I had a bit of an idea. What if we put some sort of a glitter bomb inside the food, and then we'd be able to tell who they were for at least like a week or so.
That's brilliant. I can use the glitter that's been wasted on the floor in the shop that I couldn't get off the floor, and I can use that as a part of the glitter bomb.
We already know who they are. They're
But just in
dretches.
case they, run back, and what if there's more of them? We can keep track of them because they'll leave a trail.
Oh, yeah, we could cover the ground in glitter, I suppose.
That'll make this alleyway look so much better.
I agree.
I think these are all good ideas, and I'm all for all of them. But barring the inability to get a elevated platform to watch from, I think hiding in the grocer shop with the majority of our forces, and I look around, is probably the safest way to be close and keep an eye on our little dumpster sorcerer? Dumpster gnome? Dumpster halfling? That's not a good
Dumpster demon.
Nathan, would I know specific things about dretches, since I am a artificer that's technically like an alchemist?
What specific
I don't want to
things
say
are you
it out
looking-
loud. Like their
Because
immunities.
I already described a lot of things that you know about this creature.
Okay.
No, I mean, give me 2 shakes here.
Specific immunities.
Let's see, you had rolled a 23 about dretches,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you would know, I'll give you this as well, because you are a poisoner,
Yeah, that's
you
what I
would
was
know
wondering.
that they're immune to poison.
Thanks for that, by the way. Yeah. Okay.
That's one of them happy accidents.
Yeah, I bet it is.
You know that actually, if
okay.
poison winds up in them, they just laugh at you and heal 2d8.
And they also poison other
That's
people.
not a thing, but it will be now.
Oh. So, just a little question, by the way. I know that I said that I've kind of been training you all back at our place by leaving poison out and having you accidentally ingest it. But are any of you particularly weak against poison, by the way?
You mean beyond just
Regular? Yes.
No.
Dredges
God.
also, they also like to poison people.
Oh. Oh goodness! I don't think I know how to fix that.
Should prepare for that. I know you're always prepared with me around, but yeah, I don't want my, just in case.
Looking around this alleyway, would there be any shops that would maybe have some magical items that could assist against poison?
You would know of an alchemist nearby who might have an antidote for poison.
Very expensive.
That's going to be a little ways away, closer to the inn.
If I am familiar, I'm pretty sure poison antidotes are also like 100 gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
they're
gonna be something that
ridiculously. I tried to buy one for my equipment, but for the laughs.
If it makes you feel better, or if it makes you feel better, if any of you go down from the poisoning, I can definitely keep you sustained until we get to the proper authorities.
I mean, I'd take it as a
can,
kindness if
I
you
can
didn't
also
get
help.
stabbed at all.
I mean, I hope y'all, do well enough not to get stabbed, but I'm just letting you know that it's okay. Like a couple days ago, one of my good buddies, he got stabbed and started bleeding and he passed out. And that this kind of thing where he didn't die. He didn't wake up, but he definitely didn't die. And then just carried him off to a medical facility. So they kind of spared him from dying, and this really cool thing.
Oh,
That's
he says
useful.
the name of the cantrip he said. He's got.
that should be your signature move.
So
Do you,
let's run down the plan here. We're gonna go get the glitter, build a glitter bomb. We're gonna put it in the trash. We're gonna put Hasty Jane in the trash. And we're gonna wait in the shop and come out at the noise and get them.
Sounds like a sound plan.
Let's go build.
And I pull out my blowtorch and I fire it off a couple times.
I look at Tano and go, "This is what we call the build montage."
So y'all go back to your nice little shop, and I will need. Let's see. It's not craft, but our artificers are gonna have to roll at least a couple times.
I have tinker tools.
Yeah,
I think
roll with
that's
your
what it would be.
tinker tools, yeah.
I would like to add gunpowder into this, which I have, without telling Glita. So we're gonna put some gunpowder in it.
Also,
Yes.
keep in mind you have a reroll and a lucky available still.
Okay.
Also, there's gonna be a halfling just right next to it. Just remember that too.
Oh, that's important.
I'm gonna let you see me put gunpowder into it.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go. Okay. Proficiency, ability checks, using the tools in your craft. Add your proficiency bonus. Okay. Okay, we're gonna re-roll that one.
Well, you've got the lucky, so you're already getting to roll twice.
Okay, perfect. That one is going to be a 19.
19, yeah. So you put together this little shell. Essentially, what it does is you essentially take a potion bottle, and it's got a bit of string attached to where if the string is pulled, you've got a bit of flint on steel at the bottom that you've lined up with a layer of black powder above it, and then like small amounts of black powder that then force the explosion that breaks the glass and throws glitter everywhere. So you've been able to rig this up.
And gunpowder.
Yes.
And gunpowder.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
No, I
gunpowder.
was just
That's what
kidding.
makes an explosion happen, and that
Yes.
will alert people for sure. But again, it's something where you're going to leave, and the idea being, I'm guessing you probably also tie a bit of raw meat to it, to the string itself, so that the string is something that wants to be pulled, that then poof, causes explosion. I'll say with that roll that you could figure out that kind of mechanism. You've got your glitter bomb. Is that pretty much, I'm guessing during this time, because it did take her some time. You guys got back probably around 2:30. It took her probably until about 5. Someone might have been cooking. I know Tano's probably getting settled in, moving some of his pack over to a chest of drawers that's in his room. Things like that. Anything else anyone wants to do before we get going? Anything else you want to have ready?
Just check and make sure crossbow works. Got enough quarrels for it, and just general running through the basic stuff.
I'm gonna be practicing my lasso because I want to have that with me in the garbage.
So you got a lasso ready.
Yep.
And okay, and we got a glitter bomb, a crossbow.
I come out of my lab or my workstation, and the door opens, and it's just like smoke and glitter. And I hold it up, and I'm like, "Ah, I'm finished."
Yeah. During this time that she's been in there alone, you've just heard little like, ha! Oh, or like moments of like, yes, little like poofs, like small
Hammering
explosions that
sounds.
just go. Poof.
Like occasionally have to reach up to hold the
Little
painting still on the
lights
wall.
under the door.
Yep. Yeah, a painting like just goes cockeyed a little bit, and then it's like, all right, cool. Once again, it's that same one that you always have to adjust after she's been working or while she's working.
It's Mary Poppins and the neighbor guy with the cannon.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. So you've got all your pieces. I'm sure you've all sat down. Someone, I'm sure, cooked up something out of the stores. Maybe someone even took the list and went and bought a couple things with the 10 gold.
The
But
ants.
it's closing in on 7 o'clock. The sun is getting a little bit lower, and you want to head back to the grocer because you haven't talked, or you want to talk to him about staying in his place. So,
Okay.
should I say that we're on our way?
Yes.
Yeah.
to the shop.
Once the sun starts getting lower in the sky, I think we go and set up.
I actually tell them in the place that how it's made. So I'm like,
So, I know that I said we probably should be in the grocers, but I tied a string to it, so I'm gonna actually need to be nearby to pull the string. So if you want to stay in the grocers, eat some apples, I understand. But I'm gonna be out.
I will say, I mean, if that's how you want to do it, you can. I had speculated like there was a piece of meat on the string so that when the dretch pulled it, it exploded. But if you want to be close by, you can. It's
I
yours
do.
to make.
I do, because I added gunpowder.
Oh my gosh, how much did you add? Also, I missed that on your character sheet.
Just like a little bit of gunpowder. Just like let's actually look.
Mister.
Just like 3d6 worth of gunpowder.
Oh, this is a
Just
fast encounter.
3d6.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good.
Mr. Ick, is it?
Got him.
What is gunpowder?
Jack, what's gunpowder?
Man, a few words I see.
Ick.
Okay.
You know what?
Is a black explosive concoction.
I cut him off and I saddle up to Tano and I go,
Have you ever seen things go boom?
Like earthquakes.
You've never seen anything be contained and go boom with fire?
No, I come from diplomats, so
You should stick next to me tonight. You're gonna see something very fun.
I just want to look over at Mirku and be like, we just got this one.
It's gonna be
Don't
fine.
scare him off yet.
3d6 of damage is only gonna scratch him. He's huge.
Well, now hold up.
What
Did
is-
Mercer just say
what
three?
do you mean by 3d6 of damage?
No, she didn't say that.
You play houses and humans, nerds.
You see Cleta like move a binder just over a map that they have out with these little pieces of toys. No, that they play on the weekends.
So cute.
I don't. Okay. I think, just, as a newbie, I would like to observe from a bit of a respectable distance from your work, so I can see clearly versus being blinded by whatever gunpowder mixed with glitter will produce.
I would
And
say
this-
you should stay about 10 feet away at least.
Okay, that's about 2 steps. Gotcha.
Jessica's really excited, or rather, I guess,
Jessica,
Casey
you're,
Jane.
hey, oh yeah, hey, C. Jane, by the way, what was the plan with you?
Well, I think now I would like to find a piece of metal or something just to put in front of me if I am. I don't know why I'm inside the garbage anymore.
You know, I think that maybe you shouldn't be.
Yeah, I could just stand by you with my lasso. I don't know why I need to be in there.
I mean,
Good plan.
I didn't know gunpowder was gonna get involved here.
It's
the whole-
okay.
I mean,
I
no,
didn't
hold on.
know
We have to
gunpowder
back
was
it
gonna
up,
get involved
back it
here.
up, back it up. The whole point was because these people ain't getting no sleep. so setting off explosions ain't really gonna do looking good now, is it?
Listen, one big going out party
So
and
she
go
was
sleep
was
for
there
the rest
in
of
order.
the week.
This is what they're paying us to do.
We initially had inserted Hasty Jane into the trash as kind of a surprise for this demon. Also, demon, will it be hurt by your fire?
I believe so, yeah. I think so. I mean, it's fire damage. But I guess we'll see. Also, you being in the trash can with gunpowder actually gives me a really good idea that I need to work on later. But that's for later, so don't worry.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, but you don't need to be there. That's
You don't need to worry about that
an
yet.
invention idea. Invention idea.
Like cinches back further and further away from where potentially the bomb is, and he's just going to kind of like just lean against the wall and go,
You know what, Tano? Why don't you come with me? We're gonna hang out by them barrels over there.
all right, all right.
I'll
So-
walk over to the kind of just like pull the two barrels close to give some sort of cover, and then I'll just kind of lean against the wall, wrap my coat up, and wait until time.
No. I'm gonna stand like 30 feet of distance away and try and kind of hide.
I want
Okay.
to try to get the best vantage point so I can see the glitter go off and watch it fall down beautifully, cascading.
Miss Hasty Jane. May I ask what specialties do you bring to this thing? Because I see the young man right here has a bow and arrow. Glitter, Miss Glitter there is definitely going to be hitting something with those axes. Explosions, I believe is the word. You were the kind of a jack of all trades by your look. So what is your particular skill set, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm a sorcerer. But I'm just starting out, so I don't have as many abilities as I'd like. But I am proficient with my rope, so I am happy to attempt a lassoing situation.
Was that Hasty Jane's trick or her talent? Just rope tricks?
Yeah, in Little Miss Halfling, that's what I did, was roping and riding.
That is fantastic. All right. We have okay.
So y'all are set up, it seems. Or are you?
Yep.
Also, Casey Jane, I know that we had the lasso idea, but I bring her in closer to me and I whisper to her, "You do know how to make fire, right?"
Yeah. Well, I can make light.
Can you light things on fire from far away?
I can, but it's gonna hurt them.
Oh, no, you don't have to do it to them. You just need to light the bomb on fire when they're close.
Now it's a bomb.
It's always been a bomb.
I look up at the god and I go, "It's a glitter bomb."
It literally went from surprise glitter and lassoing to building demolition.
Yeah, we did.
Mr. Ick, I don't think I'm going to be able to participate in this particular group very long. I think we're going to keep on walking now, playing.
You know, when they're
Well,
close.
I can make light, or I can hurl a fireball. But
Yeah, fire. Fire's good.
that's
Yeah.
gonna hurt them. That's gonna
No.
damage.
You don't
It
need to hit
will-
them. Just hit the bomb.
Okay, but okay.
I believe in you. You got this.
So
It's
So just so I know, the idea seems to be we're gonna go put the glitter bomb in the garbage, have Hasty Jane shoot it, and I'm guessing you're talking about firebolt, which that has a 60-foot range, or is it?
120.
Dang. So you could be well across the street, all of you, if you wanted to be. And again, this is light, so. Right now, you've got like sunset is happening, so you know where the glitter bomb is, and you could try and make a shot from across the street if you like, if you want to set up for that.
I don't think that the glitter bomb is going to do enough damage for us to just be over with it. But maybe. But I'm okay with being on the side of the street so we can hit him in the
I am
face.
going to laugh so hard if this glitter bomb nerfs.
Also, he didn't know that I had this. If he wants to do less than 3/6 damage, I totally understand. I just wanted it for flavor.
We
No,
don't want to
I
blow
think
up
for
the
sure-
baker in the butcher shop either.
It's gonna be fine.
I think for sure someone should be at least on this side. I'm on the far side because my thought was I was covering her in the trash can.
I'm staying by Ick because not frontline fighter.
I would love to be closer to the shop, maybe looking from inside, so I can, one, see the glitter, and two...
Is there a way to cover off the back side of the alley?
So the back of the alley actually ends in a stone wall.
Okay, that was the question.
So
Okay.
there's no way out the back of the alley. You guys are covering the front of the alley. There's also because it's just an alley, there's no windows on that wall from the grocer. Because otherwise you'd just be looking out to the garbage area.
Okay, got it.
So if you want, you could be on the corner. I'm guessing it seems like the three ladies want to be on the corner across from the butcher. So the butcher wall is here, and then, here's the butcher wall, here's the grocer wall. You want to be on this side so that you can aim in and across at where you place the glitter bomb. Does that seem about right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you all set yourself up. And as the minutes go by, you're all talking for a little bit, and then it starts to get quiet as more and more people leave the street. And then it gets dark. It's noticeably dark. Not a lot of lanterns around this part because it's Market Street, right? So we're going to have the main traffic here is during the day. Not many people are going to be heading this way at night. You've got the occasional oil lantern set outside, but as things get later and later, it starts to get closer. You've been out there for a few hours now. It's getting colder. You're glad you bundled up with your coat. But all of a sudden, at one point from across the way near the butcher, you hear some what could be soft footsteps, but there's not enough light in that area to really point anything out. And then all of a sudden you just kind of hear the sound of a thump. And that landing happens back near the refuse. And then as you sit and wait a little bit longer, another 30 minutes goes by, you hear a bit of scraping, and then you hear that as it seems that a few creatures may have entered this alleyway.
With my dark vision, would I be able to see a little bit better?
With your dark vision, you actually, yes, you would have seen that those footsteps that you heard are coming, they're on the butcher's side, and you see this this tall, slender figure with a wide-brimmed hat low over his eyes and a long, dark coat. And as he slowly approaches the corner, quietly, very quietly, like the fact that you heard his footsteps at all are only because the street is empty and you all haven't been moving all that much, waiting for what's going to happen. You see him kind of pull something out and lightly toss it into the alleyway. Then as those noises happen a few minutes later, you would have seen him, and then you kind of stick your head around the corner and you see three small figures going through the garbage.
I will communicate this to Hasty Jane and Merku and say, there's actually more than just those demons. There's a slender, tall guy with a hat. He threw something in the alleyway. Now they're all there rummaging stuff.
Are we still going for it? Should I firebolt him?
Yeah. If he's not hurt, if he's just letting the demons do things.
I see
Girls,
the fire on him.
roll a perception check.
Remember your bonuses, your luckies.
Ooh. I didn't do well. What is my...
It'll be a 17
I got
with
a
my lucky.
10. What is my bonuses?
Okay, so that was a 17.
I'll do another one because I have a lucky. Ooh, even worse.
Okay. Jessica, did you roll? Was the 17 from Glita?
No, the
That was
17
yours.
was mine.
And then Glita, what was yours?
I actually did roll a 17. I used my lucky.
Well,
Yeah, I used my lucky as well.
okay. So, I'm just gonna really quick check something here.
Check it.
I'm gonna use what do
dare
I?
you.
I have an unlucky, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Oh no.
So you don't. Oh. So, Glita, you see this this slender figure across the street. Kind of, he like hunkers down to go sneak towards you, but because you had already noticed him, you just see that like, boom, dum 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 dum. And so it's not that he trips over anything or draws attention to himself, but he is just the silliest looking person sneaking up on you, and you just very easily like point out as he like accidentally steps in front of a light across the street to where he's clearly backlit. This creature approaches you and says, "Excuse me, ladies. Might I inquire as to why you are here?"
What are you doing here in the odd hours of the night? We're just having a girl talk and
Yeah, you
taking
know.
a nightly stroll.
Yes. Well, you see, I am here to acquire something. And I would prefer as little distraction as possible.
I mean, we're not making a lot of ruckus. All the stores are closed, so what are you acquiring? I'm Glita.
Hello. Yes, my name is Desmond. You see, All right, to be quite honest, there is a bounty on the creatures in that alleyway, and I don't look. I could really use this money, and I would very appreciate it if you would just. And as he's talking, he constantly keeps looking back down the alleyway, very nervous, clearly just trying to keep his wits about him as he's dealing with all of this stuff.
This
And-
bounty, dead or alive?
Alive. Why do you ask?
Well, you just need one, right?
Yeah, you only need one, correct?
Well, yes, one is the big payment. I was hoping that if I found more, there would be more money to it.
I leaned down to Hasty Jane and I said, "Firebolt it."
Oh, wait. We gotta hear what this guy says first. We can't just be firebolting him.
As you say that, he quickly he glances over his shoulder and he's like, "Oh no!" And you see one of these small creatures kind of go and sniff a piece of garbage, and then throw it over their shoulder, and it hits another one of the dretches in the head, and that dretch drops to the ground. He says, "Okay, it seems that my plan is in action. If you don't mind," and I've left something in the alleyway. I'm just going to, and he takes running into the alleyway.
No, wait, no!
As two creatures look his way. One slumps paralyzed on the ground, and we're gonna go to a quick break as we're about to get to all the action and see who you're gonna blow up. We'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. We've had a lot of follows recently, a lot of great donations, which are adding to the charity that we're giving to today. So thank you so much. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes to continue the fun and honestly roll for initiative when we get back. So be sure to be around for that.
I also want to add, if you check out the store, the bedlamandiscord.com store, any purchases made during the show, I'll add all that money into the Trevor Fund donation as well.
Boom.
Yay!
Trevor
That's so
Fund.
awesome.
So let's go ahead and we'll go to break. It'll be about 12, 13 minutes.
Boop, boop.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Did you actually think I didn't know you'd be here?
It's over.
After all these years, you are so simple-minded. Till we meet again.
That was James Bond. James Bond.
Kev, you're not gonna believe it. The guy in the Honda kissed me on the mouth. Hey, where's your bike, dude?
What?
Your bike? Where is your really cool bike?
Oh, James Bond stole it.
Ooh, you too, huh?
What? That was awesome.
Oh, it was awesome? It was awesome getting your stuff stolen?
No, but it was James Bond who stole it.
Okay, it was James Bond.
Yeah, he's like a childhood hero.
Childhood.
Yes.
You're an adult.
Well, yeah, that's besides the point.
All right, look, man. You're probably gonna have to go to Oops.
Wait,
Oops. You're gonna have to go to Oops.
What is Oops? Is it like AA?
Oops. No, man, the Office of Petition Services, I think. It's like this place where you're gonna have to wait in line and get your insurance claims or something. I don't know. Someone left their card here. Ah, here it is. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, man.
Are you serious?
Sucks to be you.
So do you have it?
Have what?
The written admission of fault?
Oh, no. Is that a form that I sign, or is there a paperwork, or?
Yeah, so whose fault was it?
Oh, Bond. James Bond.
Yeah, so bond claims are like 90% of what we do here. So you're gonna take that and get it signed. Call the number and they'll tell you his whereabouts. You might want to get that.
Can I borrow a pen, or just help myself? Red's pen's all right? Is that?
Yeah, bye.
Bond, you guys are here because of Bond 2?
Kev, are you listening to light jazz in there?
Didn't you even read my text? He stole a dude's Segway.
Yeah, dude, James Bond steals everything, including hearts.
I just want to meet him.
Alright, well, what, are you gonna have him sign an 8x10 or a glossy or something? Don't get your hopes up, dude.
What's this theme song? Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit! Hey, no.
Who are you?
Dear God. I'm Kevin. Malika. Kevin Malika.
Are you with the Russians, Malika?
No, I'm not with Russians. I'm with the valet service. I work out of valets. I'm a valet. I'm really sorry.
Why are you here?
You stole my motorcycle about a week ago. This form and.
Not again.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So it's okay. Do you just carry that with you?
It always steadies my hand.
Really? How many have you had?
Enough. Would you like one?
No! Wait, no! Wait, aren't you supposed to be, like, saving the world or something?
No, this is not official business.
No, don't do that. No. Bond.
No. This is a pity mission to keep me occupied.
How is killing somebody a pity mission?
It's Im's cheating ex-husband. This is not work-related.
I just need you. Please just sign form, okay?
Ah. Oh, this isn't a real gun. Damn. I have to handle this.
Okay.
If I'm not back in 30 minutes.
Then what?
Walk in the fucking woods. Just fuck you, nature. Oh, shit. Ow, here, fucking now. Hey, what the hell?
Oh, 30 minutes already.
Yeah.
Jesus, maybe I really do have a problem.
Want to introduce me to your friend?
Right, Kevin, this
is of Beth, Susan, Teresa.
It's Jessica.
Right, it's Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. So, how do you know Bond?
We fucked
Oh,
several times.
good for you.
It's time to go.
Okay.
Fun, Jimmy boy. But I've been waiting a long time for this. Well, someone's overcompensating. Well done, Molika.
Thank you.
I owe you my life.
It's fine. You just finally sign this. We're squared.
Now that I can do.
Okay.
Till next time, Molika.
I...
Fuck James Bond!
Attempt to pick up both of them.
I think everyone's about their business. Like they're they're trying to get the festival underway before
Nobody saw that.
before the opening speeches happen.
That's quite all right. I got it. And I will just say that to myself and pick up one of the barrels and walk it over.
Okay, yeah, you walk it over and place it kind of on a little raised platform so they can get the tap in.
Okay. Yep, and I'll help with the others as well and make quick work of them.
Okay. After they're transferred over, Amiko is like, I appreciate your assistance in the matter, and swing by the Rusty Dragon, and that first beverage is on the house.
Most certainly. Thank you. Thank you, Amiko.
No, thank you. What's Gawain doing?
So Gawain has been told several times that he is not a part of the town guard, and he can't go walk around and say he's a part of the town guard. So Gawain right now is walking around telling people he's a part of the town guard. So he's just like, he's walking to the aisles, he's like, citizens, good to see you all. Amiko, looking good.
Yeah, the commoners are very, like, probably used to this at this point.
Yeah, I'd say very much to where they just kind of like let it pass if I'm not doing anything too wrong. Have one of those like little stars that you get from the police station that I made myself, and I have it on my jacket.
I think as long as you stay out of the sheriff's way, probably like looked at as, yeah, that's okay. But yeah, you're wandering the town, and there's plenty of outsiders here too, because it is starting to fill up for.
I think he's gonna go to someone that looks a little shifty. Maybe they're trying to steal stuff from Sandpoint. Just gotta try to feel that out. Is that possible, Jared?
You're just gonna feel a person out?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a perception check to try and find shoplifter here.
Oh, first die roll is a 2. Makes it a 6.
You're mostly watching the high-end carts, like the jeweler cart.
If this is where a thief would be over here.
Exactly. You think that? Yes. Obviously, that's where a thief would be.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Bedlam and Discord. Odd Jobs. We are halfway through the evening, and pretty much our characters heard about this noise complaint and decided, let's make an explosive to take care of it, because that is the best way to handle a noise complaint, is with more noise.
We can blame it on the monsters. Take care of them.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. They're about to jump into battle, but you all in the chat have just been amazing so far tonight. Jared, I know there were some things that you wanted to call out before we really got back into things.
Yeah. We had some gifted subs. Nessie went off a while back. Gifted like a ton of subs. Sarah BC1 gifted a ton of subs, and also she cheered. We got a follow from Just Roshane. BS59 has followed. Tyro Sear followed. I butchered it, I'm sorry. Sarah BC1 gifted a sub to BS59. The Dan Rudd has hit us with a host, and Blair1 has followed. Thank you guys, you're all awesome. Today we are donating any and all incomes from follows and from subs and bits and donations to the Trevor Project, along with any merch purchased from the store at bedlamanddiscord.com. All of that's going over to the Trevor Project, which helps stand up and provide resources for the LGBTQ plus community. But you guys are awesome. Chat is awesome. I love you all, and bits are coming in. Let's get back to this and let Nathan probably murder us.
Hey, that's what I'm going for. Well, like I said before we left, it's time to roll initiative. So everybody, why don't you go ahead and do that for me? If you've got luckies or unluckies, those apply now as well.
Okay.
Let me know what is happening. That minus D6 will not count against it, though. I won't make you do that, Casey Jane.
Thank you.
Wait, I forget who's got that one. And
was this me?
Oh yeah.
That'd be a 13.
16.
That'll be a 15.
1-6 for Ick.
18.
15 for Glita.
Okay. So I've got the 15 for Glita, 16 for Ick. Tano has 13. Merku, what was yours? Merku?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 18.
And then Hasty Jane?
Hasty
15.
Jane.
15.
Speedy group.
Yeah.
Speedy group we are.
Okay. Well, we are going to get. How do I do this?
I don't know.
Start the thing. Oh, there's a start button. I'm using a new app, which we use over. Jared and I have played with this over on Here Be Dragons as well. The Encounter Plus app, which is very fun. Penguin Witch Doctor, you're going to be at the end with that roll. So the first person up, you actually see this tall, slender figure run into the alleyway, and from his cloak pulls out a length of rope. He goes over to the dretch that fell to the ground and quickly ties it up, while also then with a gloved hand grabbing a small round object and putting it in his pocket. So that's going to be his entire turn doing that. Merku, you are next. You've got one dretch is further past the spy down the alleyway, and one is still pretty close to you. You are, as it stands, about 40 feet away from any of them.
Do I see the guy put something in his pocket?
Roll a perception check.
Perception check.
Do you have dark vision as a tiefling? You do, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a 16.
Yeah, you would see him put something in his pocket. I will say the something did not look to be glass. Like what? It was not the same shape as what you have placed in the alley, if that is what you're going for.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
that fancy.
I was wondering. Okay, cool. I take a mental note of it. I love that all of my attacks will do nothing to these guys. I'm going to run forward and pull out my crossbow. And I am going to shoot at the one that's farthest away so it doesn't get away.
Okay, so you are going to move into position to fire your crossbow. You're essentially going to just step right around the corner, firing for that furthest one. Roll to hit.
23 to hit.
23 will hit. So
Piercing damage is 6.
6 piercing damage?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so you hit this dretch in the chest with a crossbow bolt. And it lets out a... And it heads, it kind of stumbles as you hit it. Next up is going to be a dretch that's closer to you. Now, it is, you see that it's been eating for a while, and you know that as certain creatures eat, it affects them. So it is going to run towards you, but, and roll, as it gets in range, it is going to make a multi-attack. It's going to try and bite you. It's going to try and claw you.
Oh, rude.
Coming at
All
us
right.
with multi-attacks in the first episode.
Okay.
Just say
wow.
Just
I'm not going to use... Well,
No,
first
do
off-
it.
No.
Do it.
They roll at disadvantage because of their drunkenness in this
Okay.
moment. So the first one, the bite, it goes to bite you and it bites itself.
Oh.
Because it rolled a natural 1.
That did. That did every time.
I thought you were about to murder me. I was like, do it. Do it.
I dare you.
Don't be shy.
But it will roll again, and this time I think will hit. It has a total of 18 to hit.
Yes, that hits my armor class, sadly.
Okay, so it will do a total of 3 slashing damage with its claws as it kind of like bites itself. It's like, "Argh!" and then slashes at you. 3
Okay.
damage. That is its turn. Then there is the one that has been shot, and it kind of moves over to the wall, and you see it kind of fumbling around at the wall, towards the back of the alley on the butcher's side. Ick, it is your turn.
How far forward do I have to move to be able to fire, to see something to fire at here? Because I'm on the far side of the street.
You're gonna see some action happening, and in all technicality, the one Dretch moved right up to Merku. So I would say that it is at least dimly lit to you.
Okay.
You should be able to make it out from where you are, but you could move 5 feet forward.
Okay.
And
No, I'm gonna kind of stay where I'm at and lower my hand crossbow and pull that trigger and try and get Merku out of danger. I'm gonna do it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna use a reroll. Gonna use a reroll.
Fine, do that.
I'm gonna use another reroll. I rolled a 5 and a 3 so far.
You're gonna be fine.
All right, that's better. Still only rolled crap, but 18 to hit.
Got an 18.
18 to hit is going to hit. Roll damage.
Oh yeah, do it. Are you ball? Ick is the worst. Minimum damage 5.
Okay. You see this arrow hit it, and you see a good bit of black ichor splurt out as you hit up near the neck.
Time out though.
You have a
I was
wild
feeling
magic.
ill, yeah. So maybe I didn't do that.
You can still have done that, but as you go to say, darn, as you realize you could have had a better shot there. At that moment, you go to say this sentence and no words utter forth. Instead, you see a bit of acid come out of your mouth.
Can I call it ichor?
Sure, you can call it ichor.
Goodbye. I gotta go. Oh my god.
You realize that for the next minute or so, you are, as a bonus action, able to cast Dragon's Breath and release acid in a 15-foot cone.
Ooh. I like that.
So you
stinky.
Still have a bonus action and still have a move action if you would like to use that information to your advantage.
I will kind of one-handed vault over this barrel that's in front of me and move not into the alley, but like right up to the edge of the alley so that I could see the back end of it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I don't want to go into the alley because I fight from far away usually, but I want to be able to shoot things running away.
Now, there is still a Dretch up in front of you. Do you want to aim a cone at it as you do all that?
Can I get it without getting Merku?
You would be able to aim more towards the wall and catch it in the cone without hitting Merku. Yes, I would.
I'll spray my ichor.
Great. You need to make a breath attack, which is, I mean, I technically don't think you have a.
What is it? It's dex based usually, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so add 4 to this roll. Guys, you should just sacrifice Ick, and I'll make a new guy for next week.
Reroll.
He just used
I
two
just used
rerolls.
them. So for you at home, I've rolled a 1.
Wow. So you think you can hit the Dretch and not hit Merku, but instead you hit Merku somehow and not the Dretch.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So roll 3d6.
Oh. Well, I'm new to this, so I'm new to acid.
I'll let you cut the roll the 3d6 and then cut it in half because.
Oh my god! Thank God. There were 2 6s in that roll. 7 damage if it's cut in half.
7 damage. Wow. Okay, so Merku isn't looking too good.
This is why I stay far away.
Acid is just sprayed all over her. That'll take us to the end of Ix's turn, I believe, which brings up Glita.
Do I take 7 damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
What?
I'm down.
Didn't you start with?
I have 10 hit points.
I thought you had 14 hit points. Oh.
No, I have 10.
14 AC.
I'm down.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Then that'll
Way to kill me, Jared.
I'm counting that as
I
one.
said Nathan could kill you.
1 kill.
Nathan could kill me,
Not in the first session.
not you.
1 kill, acid breath. Writing it down.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's what you've done.
Yeah.
If I have a talk action left, I want to look back to Tano and go, "Hey, you know the mistakes we've been talking about."
Oh my god.
So Merku is down, and it is Glita's turn. You see your friend drop.
I immediately go into a rage, so I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to rage.
As you rage, you feel that heat that enveloped you boil over, and fire surrounds your body. You are coated in a fire shield. If you're attacked by a creature within 5 feet of you, the creature takes 2d8 fire damage from the shield. However, the shield seems faulty. Once on each of your turns, the shield will cast Firebolt randomly at creatures within range.
Watch, we're gonna take our entire group down.
It's gonna be a TPK on the first night, guys. Okay.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
So a quick recap. We have a dredge right where Merku has fallen.
Yep.
And then we've got one by the wall.
Yeah, you've got one by the wall, and you know that one has been tied up by this cloaked figure.
How many feet away am I from the one that's next to Merku?
You would be able to get there in just a couple steps.
Okay, so because I know I'm down like 1 foot of movement. You know what?
Oh god.
Did I? That's
No,
not
yeah,
just
I
me.
lost
is
her
it?
too.
No, we all lost her.
No, Wendy.
Hang on.
I'm here.
Now we hear you.
Oh, there you are.
I'm back.
Okay.
Surprise! Glitter bomb. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm gonna go ahead and use all of my movement to dash towards this gorilla demon, and I kind of want to I don't know the proper sports terminology because I don't watch sports. I'm so sorry, but I want to football player shoulder into this gorilla. And
Yeah, you want to check it.
yeah, I want to check it. And I'm gonna and just run towards and see if I can just at least get it further away from Glita. From Merku.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So you go and check it. I mean, roll to attack, and it's essentially an unarmored attack.
So just a flat roll then.
No, I believe you're probably
unarmored.
Add your strength and your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. It looked like she said 20, but I couldn't hear her again. Was that just me?
I couldn't hear anything.
Natural 20.
Oh. All right, so you go to check this dretch, and you lower your shoulder, enraged at seeing your friend drop to the ground. You lower your shoulder, and you just check this thing straight into the wall of the butcher, and it just slumps to the ground, dead. You would have done enough damage with the damage roll that you just boom, it is dead. And then as a roll a D100 for me.
That's always a dangerous sentence.
Did you hear me?
No.
I didn't. I missed it. Sorry.
24.
Wonder what happened.
24. Okay, so this firebolt just randomly from this shield shoots out and flies down the alleyway, hitting this dretch that seems like it's trying to escape. Roll damage. Firebolt should be a D10. I think.
Yeah. Remind me, if I roll a 0 on the D10, it's a 10?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you see this thing scorched bad, and it's still up, but it's like just barely clawing as it's got this bolt in it that's on fire, and there's just charred remains, like flesh on it. It's just scratching at this wall, looking like it's about to go down. That takes us to Hasty Jane.
So sorry, Merku, are you wearing armor?
Leather.
Okay, then I would like to cast Mage Armor on Merku to up her dex so that she is less likely to get hit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. So the corpse now has.
What is it up it to? Do you know?
It's your dex.
I want to say it's 16.
Yeah, it's 13 plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're up to 16 now.
Cool. Woohoo!
So that's your action. That'll take us then to Tano.
Okay. Tano's going to stand up from behind the barrel, look upon the land that is destroyed. Is there any way that Tano can get within 30 feet of everybody?
Everybody?
At least, so I want the barbarian and
Like all of your friends or everyone?
For just friends.
Oh yeah, you could take you can move 10 feet forward and have everyone there easily.
Dope. So I'm going to do that, and then he's going to first say Namaste and cast Blessed on Glita, Ik, and Merku. So you all get a +4 to attack rolls or saving throws.
I need them.
So that's 1d4 to attack and to saving throws. And then he's going to look over towards Miku and say, "Get up!" and cast Healing Word as his bonus action and heals you for 5 points.
Nice.
Yay, thank you.
All right, so you are back up, Merku.
I go, and I lift up. I feel really blessed right now.
I just like whistle and look away.
So I will say this. I'll just remind you of your wild magic too. I believe if you eat your fingernails, you get.
Yeah,
one.
I was gonna do that on my next turn. Definitely. Yep. Yeah.
So that is Tano's turn. The final Dretch is just squirming with the spy. He's got him clearly under control. And he just kind of shouts down the way, if you all want to come after this one, it seems to be just about over, but I have found my prize. Next up would be Merku after that.
How far away? Do I see the bomb?
Some garbage has been thrown around. You can roll a perception check.
I got a 15.
15. You see a bit of sparkle that you know to be the glass and the glitter beyond it.
How far away is it, and how far away is the spy?
It is probably within 10 feet of the spy, because the spy has climbed into this pile of garbage with these dretches. For you, it is 40 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and go 30 feet towards it, and then cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna bite my fingernails.
Gross.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna bite my fingernails. And are any of there's one that's still squirming, you said, but not the one that the spy has.
Yes, there's one that's clawing at a wall.
Yeah.
And then there's one, yeah.
I'll shoot at that one with my crossbow.
Cool.
As I'm biting my fingernails.
Great. You shoot full damage.
It's an 8 to hit.
That will miss. It just chinks off the stone right over its head and then hits the back wall and falls to the ground.
Still not feeling good, guys. All right, I am my turn.
All right, did you took your hit point?
Yes, I did.
Great. 1 second as my hit
Good
points are
nasty nail hit point.
and that won't help us at all. That would make it this Dretch's turn, and it is going to. You're gonna be able to see this very easily, Merku. You're gonna see the stone kind of like fall aside a little bit as it goes inside, and then the stone kind of swings back shut.
Okay. Does it look like a portal, or does it look like a trap door?
For you, it would look like more a trapdoor. It wasn't like the stones spread apart. It was like they slid aside.
Okay.
You can. I mean, Ick, it's your turn, but we're essentially out of initiative order at the moment.
Yeah.
I relay that fact to everyone else.
I don't trust that guy.
There's a trap door.
Wait,
in the alley?
Against the wall, there's a trap door. It went in the trap door. Don't feel good, though. Somebody help her.
Sorry about that. I run past and throw open the lid of the trap door and drop
Poisoned
down.
you so many times. Water under the bridge.
I mean, as you do go to talk, a bit of acid, but because you don't have to do any other actions, you're able to do both in this round. You just now know to aim away for a little bit. Glita is still covered in fire, and because of that intensity, I'll say that you can still stay in your rage for the foreseeable future. You're not going to lose it just for not swinging or not taking a hit, but you're on fire right now. So I think that's going to fuel your anger. You're going to be like, yeah!
Let's go after
Wait,
it.
Glita, stay away from the BOMB!
How close am I?
I mean, right now, unless you started running down the alley, Merku's in the alley. We're out of initiative order, so Merku probably would have immediately picked it up.
Oh, I wanna do a sleight of hand and try and put it in the spy's pocket.
Okay, you can try to do that.
Okay, thanks.
I will say
He's a spy, so I mean, like, oh, I got a 22.
he does not notice as you put a bomb in his pocket. He will say, yes, by all means, this seemed to escalate very quickly. I didn't, you lot seem like powerful beings spewing acid and fire from you. Interesting. I will take my treasure to the mistress who hired me. I'm sure she will be happy to have one of these amongst her collection. But Yes, if you want the other, I'm fine. And he will kind of stand up now that this Dretch is essentially hogtied and start making his way out of the alleyway.
I'm gonna hold my hand out with a firebolt ready and say, wait a second! Just a second.
Yes?
I saw you put something in your pocket earlier, and knowledge is what I strive for all the time, and I just want to know what it is.
Oh. You mean this? And he reaches a gloved hand in. It's like this right here. And he one-handed kind of like there's a bit of moldy bread that he kind of crumbles away, and it reveals a gem. And he says, this is just how I was able to capture the Dretch. Bit of a paralyzing gem. He must have touched it. And so it's one of my little tricks.
I'm gonna put my goggles on and get really close to it. This is amazing.
Would you like to look at it?
Yes. By the way, I put a bomb in your pocket, so I'm gonna need you to slowly take it out and put it on the ground.
All right. So you take that from his hand?
Oh, yeah, I do. I do.
Hang on. I have a question, Nathan. Yep. Am I in the sewer running after a monster by myself while all this is happening above ground?
No. You didn't. I will say, while this is happening, if you've made it to the stone door,
yeah, I just want to throw it up and then drop down after this thing.
So it's not a drop down. You throw open the door. It's in the wall.
Oh,
you are now entering the butcher shop.
I see.
Roll a Constitution check real quick, Witchy.
Okay. I'll do it online, actually. A Constitution saving throw?
Yes, that's
or
what I
a
meant.
check. Okay.
Saving throw.
So many sisters.
I got a 9.
So you're gonna be slowed down for at least a minute there, Ick, because your party member and the spy goes, "So sorry," with a bit of twinkle to his eye, carefully removes the bomb that you just told him about, sets it next to you, picks up with his gloved hand the paralyzing
Dang
gem.
it. Oh wait,
My
I have
humblest
gloves on.
apologies. That should I believe they're fingerless gloves, if I remember the
They're
art.
I don't care. This is fun. I like this. I don't care. I like this.
These are of a thicker leather.
Yeah.
He puts it in his pocket and says, "Again, Desmond, happy to have met you all." And he just goes around the corner as you're like, yeah.
That was such a cool gym. I want it.
Do the rest of us see this happen? Her being paralyzed?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna run past Merku and try to chase down him. What did you do to her? Turn her back!
It'll wear off in a minute. It's a paralyzing gem, and as you start talking to him, you see the Dretch start to squirm like even more, like a fish on a hook. What you would put together that it's not a permanent thing. Again, it was a temporary effect that, as you've just seen, because before, as he was walking out, it was just this Dretch that had these wide open eyes and wasn't moving. But now you see a squirming beast. And he'll say again, "Yes, I do apologize that the person who put a bomb in my pocket wound up touching the paralyzing gem I brought with me. But I am just here doing a job. It seems you are as well. I suggest you don't leave your friends behind."
Whatever. Just stomp my foot away from it because I have no comeback, and stomp my way and stop because I want to go and help Merku and realize I can't touch her because I've got fire. So I just sit there and twiddle my thumb and be like,
I never trusted this guy.
That's funny.
Please don't touch me.
I back away, another foot away from her.
Tano just walks over to Miku and pulls out a book and starts reading it in a long, boring tone. It's like 20 years ago. And you just have to listen to it while you're stuck.
A minute later,
But you're taking this minute where she's frozen to prophesize.
Do you want to? Let me explain to you all the reasons you should not be poisoning your friends. Reason
Tano.
number 1, it's evil. Reason number 2, why?
I thought you were gonna take the paralyzed from me. But I guess this is okay too.
There's always moments to learn about doing things like touching things that don't belong to you, trying to explode people who do not deserve it, trying to poison your comrades.
I don't
dying in the middle
try.
of a battle.
Okay.
The minute has gone by. Ick is standing there with an open door.
I mean, I'd have been looking through the butchery to
Yeah.
look.
You are
try and find
currently.
anything.
Yeah, I guess if you. I'll say you could have gone through, grabbed one of the stones or a piece of garbage somewhere and like kind of propped it open. When you walk in, you just you walk into the kitchen area. There's several tables and counters filling the room. Equipment for cutting, preparing, and preserving meat with salts are scattered throughout. You also roll an investigation check while all this extra stuff is happening outside.
Because I've been doing oh so well with rolls.
Uh-huh.
You got it. Statistically, you have to do great
Yeah,
now.
do I?
Oh, shit.
Never mind.
That would be a 1. Natural.
That'd be a natural 1?
And then when I add my investigation to it,
Tina,
a
I see.
1.
You're like, what, is this the butcher shop? I thought this was. Wait, what? It looks like a bakery.
I am
You know,
using
am I in?
real dice next week.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh
say.
my god, that's so funny. And when I saw that one pop up on my screen, oh no.
You've rolled so many ones today. It is astronomical.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Is this because of my Iker pun earlier? Is this
Maybe.
fate coming
It's
back
the
at me?
system getting
The
back at you.
gods are punishing
So
you.
you don't really see anything. It's a little too dark in here for you and your human eyes
I'm
to
just
see
like
anything.
scanning with my crossbow. And any movement, I'm just gonna be like, pew!
You're giving yourself
Mercury's
your own
able-
theme song.
Mercury's able to get up. Mercury, you're up to 6 hit points now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep biting my nails. Can I do that multiple times?
I'll let you do a handful of them for now, right? You can
He
get
got away.
because you've only got 10 fingernails, right? So you only get. So if you want, you could use. Well, I guess if you do 5 right now, right, you'd be at full.
Yeah.
Oh man, I cannot believe he got away with that cool stone. Did anybody see which way he went?
I would have seen, right? Because I followed.
You would have seen. Are you talking about who? The spy?
Yeah. I chased
Yeah,
him
you
a
would have
little bit.
seen that the spy went south down the street. He's been gone for a little while now, so he's gotten some. I mean, he had a whole minute to be moving. Ick has the door, this trap door open behind you.
X, do you see anything in there?
I can honestly say I do not.
I'm gonna walk over to him. Look in there as well.
Yeah, if you would like to roll an investigation check,
So
you
funny.
may.
23.
Yeah, you see a mud trail that leads across the stone now entryway as these little rocks were pushed aside, and you see them heading towards a staircase that is in the back of this kitchen. You understand yourself to be at the back of the butcher's shop. As you walked by before, there were windows with hanging meats and sausages and things like that. You would have seen a counter, because I know you all have been hanging out essentially in this area all day. So that's what you got.
I'm gonna point the mud trail out to Ick, and then I'm gonna go, oh, my bomb! And I'm gonna go back and get it off the ground.
As she goes back, I wanna kind of not yell, but quietly under my breath behind her, "Do not blow up the butchery."
Do not acid me in the face.
Fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's okay. Like I said, water under the bridge, no worries.
So
seeing the mud now, can I kind of track it further into the store?
You can. It would go to the staircase, and it's not just, especially with her roll, you notice that it is not just one set of footprints, but rather a whole. The three that you see here, you get the understanding of, oh, this is all of the creatures that we have seen, and by her roll, possibly more.
When the market guy, I forget his name. I want to say Howard, but that's not right.
Gerald.
When he came and hired us and said that a couple of the shop owners have put their money together, was the butcher in that group of people?
He mentioned the butcher shop, but he did not mention. He said a few of us. He didn't say exactly who. From your recollection.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna creep. I'll stay at the bottom of the stairs with my crossbow trained at the top, waiting to see if I get any support here.
Great.
If I walk into the butcher shop, would I potentially catch things on fire?
No, the fire. The way I'm treating it right now is you're not in combat, so it's not going to start shooting out fire bolts right now.
Cool. Okay.
But you still get the benefits of everything.
So is she technically lighting up enough that those of us that don't have dark vision can see?
Yes. Yeah, you all can see just fine.
I'm gonna walk
Nice.
into the butcher shop to create light for my teammate, and I'm gonna pick off just if they're pieces of meat hanging on hooks, just a small one, and I'm gonna try to light it and barbecue it on myself.
Oh yeah, you can. There's a bit of meat hanging off. You take one of your hand axes, cut off a nice little chunk, and you just put it in your hand, and then you close your hand around it, and you hear that searing sound, and then you open it back up. You take a bite out of it, and it's pretty much like a rare steak, something that was just seared on both sides, and you're good to go.
Rare steak.
Mm-hmm.
Snacking on the job.
What is our? So we're at the base of the stairwell. Give me a marching order as we go forward.
Perfect world.
I would feel like I'd make my way towards Ick, but try to go past him if he's up by the stairs, right? You said?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd basically step back and kind of expect her to go forward.
Yeah. Since
Even though
she's feeling
she-
all this rage and stuff, she's
takes
gonna
up a
walk by
little
with her
more
hands
elbow
with her
and
hand
shoulder
stake.
room now.
Yeah.
Walk up.
So yeah, Glee. I mean, you guys can be moving through each other's spaces too. So if you want to get towards the front, Ick's got his crossbow, and then we've got the rest of the party behind. Is that pretty much what it's looking like?
I'm gonna
Not
try
already-
and stay as far away from her as possible with the bomb.
Cool. That's smart. I'll put you at the back. I'll make it Hasty, Tano, and then Merku, just because I know Tano's a peace guy who would probably stay back from the fighting too. So you all begin, I'm guessing, climbing the stairs?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
Cool.
do. Make my way up.
With the human torch leading the way.
Yeah, if you want to try a sneak, you
Yeah,
may
I'll try to be
sneak.
stealthy about it. Just
If you would like to roll another one, by all means.
I figure there's a fine. Oh my fucking god!
There's no way. No way.
No, did you actually?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go look.
Oh, you got a 5. Jared, go get your dice.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Good.
Go get your dice.
Yeah. Norse Foundry to me.
Yeah, get your dice. It's not
Don't
being
you-
kind to you.
Don't you have a reroll? Don't you have a couple rerolls left?
No, I've used them all. It's all right. I've got dice here.
Can I?
Yeah, it's
Can I
time.
donate a reroll to? Because
I feel like I'm.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like I should just yell. Like, hey guys, he's going up the stairs
You're trying
now.
to be sneaky, and you're just like, ah!
So, I mean, yeah, you go to yell, we're going up the stairs, and you just let out this giant bit of acid, which you quickly remember to aim at the wall before it hits Glita. But as you kind of step down, you find an old rotted board that you just put your foot through. And up above you, you just hear different patterings of feet, and you were tracking one creature, but you think you hear a little bit more movement above you. And as Glita kind of turns to look at you, she looks ahead and sees almost like this dark cloud on the wall move towards her and then stop seeing the flames and move up to the ceiling and is just gone. Like you don't see it. Well, actually with the fire you would see it, but it's just huddled in a far corner of the ceiling now.
Oh, Lita.
It did the microphone thing again.
Repeat it.
Nope, still not happening.
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why?
Now it works.
There it is.
There you are.
Why is that so weird? Okay. I'm going to point at the ceiling and say, does anyone see that?
Both you and It can roll a perception check. I'll even get it. Hasty Jane, you can roll one too, because you're right behind Ick. You could kind of like look underneath his arm and see.
Real dice.
Yeah, well, I got an 8 before I subtracted whatever I roll. So, just no.
Okay.
A 10, my highest roll.
Oh my god. Can I please roll perception? Which I have advantage in. Please. Oh my goodness.
Tano, you're pretty tall. You'd see over Hasty Jane. I'll let you. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's an 18, and my advantage says 15.
So you've seen this sort of thing before on your travels. This looks to you to be a swarm of spiders, but it seems like because of the fire, they are not inclined to come towards your party.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
Stupid spiders.
When you say spiders, do you mean like spiders? Or do you mean like
Spiders.
Arachnids.
But, varying sizes and a lot of them.
She's like, can I put them in a bomb? Like,
Spider bomb.
Spider bomb. A spider bomb. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not doing this.
Mirko looks at Tano and goes, I'm arachnophobic.
Thank you.
Okay, I probably don't see them, but gross. Okay.
All right. So,
Someone's
do you all
gotta call the
continue up
health
the stairs?
department on this butcher.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward.
Yeah, if I'm able to see that, I would potentially throw a firebolt at them if I knew that fire was what was keeping them at bay.
You can roll the hit by all means.
Then I will roll. 16.
16. Just 1 second as I double check. That will hit. Roll the hit.
Ah. That's 1d10. That'll be
spider smiting
no.
time.
Oh
my goodness.
1.
We're
A
the
1?
best.
So
that'll be a 1 for damage.
So you char this stucco wall, and you do see that a few small specks seem to fall down, but it's still a relatively big swarm. But again, it is avoiding you, and it tries to almost shrink in on itself even further into that corner.
Yeah, no thanks.
Now that you...
I have a reroll, but I can't use that for for damage,
not
right?
for damage.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But again, they don't look like they're going to be coming at you thanks to this fire person.
Fire person!
Standing in their way. You get the idea that you may be able to move up the stairs without problem.
Start pushing all my friends up the stairs.
Whoa.
Like away from the spiders.
Oh, they're disgusting.
So you get to the top of the stairs, and these spiders again do not come after you. They are not a fan of this fire person that seems to have joined the world. You get up to the hallway where you see wooden walls of a poorly lit 5-foot wide hallway bend and crack under the weight of neglect. There's a musty smell of mold and burnt oil saturating the air. There are a couple dark patches along the wall, and as you get to the top of the stairs, I know you were following that mud, but that mud sort of dissipates by the time it's up here. So you don't really have a trail. You can either turn right at the top of the stairwell, or you can go straight ahead. Two directions in this hallway. You're at kind of a corner in the building.
Well, where to?
Is there mud on the ground that can point us a direction?
Nope.
Dissipates.
It dissipated as you got to the top of the stairs, as if all the mud on their feet had wiped off by the time with all the steps that they had taken from entering.
Does the
And it's
floor
basically
look
left or
bad
right,
enough?
correct?
There was two questions. I missed both of them, unfortunately.
Go ahead, Jared.
It's basically left or right, correct?
It's basically straight ahead or take a right.
Okay.
Does the floor look bad enough to where if you step on it, it will break?
No, the floor does look strong enough to hold your weight. It's the walls that are a little worse for where you see. You've got a person that's on fire ahead of you, so she's lighting this hallway relatively well. There is a doorway on the left-hand side as you would walk straight, and there's also a doorway if you turn to the right on the right-hand wall. So you've got a couple of. You're figuring, this is probably similar to what the grocer was thinking of when he told you that there are apartments above the shops.
When I threw the firebolt, did the spiders go in any particular way when they were trying to escape?
You know how in a stairwell there's that part, it's a stairwell that curves back on itself. So there's that part up in the ceiling that's further away than where you're landing. So they kind of stuck to that far corner, not wanting to interfere with this fire person, and have just kind of hung out there. As you all leave the stairwell and kind of crowd into this new area, they have not followed you.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just motion my head towards the right. I'm gonna keep my hand crossbow in my hand, but I'm gonna put my other hand on the hilt of my blade.
Okay.
And slowly kind of ease down the right hallway.
Okay.
So, with Cleta, it kind of between them, it should illuminate both of them a little bit. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna aim down the right hallway while she goes straight ahead, type thing.
A little bit, yeah. At least to. I mean, we're in a building. We can't get too separated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll inch my way down the forward hallway just to see if the light reaches further.
Yeah, I mean, with as much fire as you are and as what he's looking at, standing at this corner, you each take a few steps down your respective ways. Glita sees up ahead there's a slight turn. She does note that there's at least one other doorway up ahead that she can see before the hallway turns to the right. Ick, you see that there's one doorway, and it looks like another doorway up around the corner a little bit as it turns to the left. Each of these hallways is only about 40 feet long, so not huge.
Okay.
But big enough to house a few people.
I don't see anything suspicious over here. Just a door, and then the hall goes to the right.
Yeah, it looks like there's just some apartments over here.
I'm going to take a little bit of... Actually, I'll take a little bit of cloth out of my bag. And I am going to use my magical tinkering to make it smell like really raw meat.
Okay.
Trash and raw meat.
Okay. So that smell is now permeating the air. Many of these doors, you will note, are hinged open just a little bit. Again, the walls are not well kept. Ick was earlier today painting the front of your shop and giving it that nice, fresh look. These clearly have not been gone over in quite some time.
You say the doors are kind of hanging open a little bit, like.
Yeah, some of them look like they've just been left ajar. There's no light necessarily coming from inside, so you wouldn't assume that anyone is living there at the moment.
Hey, Nate. Nathan.
Yeah.
Can Tano do a perception check to see if he notices any something brushing against the walls or even dirt on the ground?
Yeah, you can do a perception check for sure.
And because I'm a Lexidon, I have advantage on that. Don't worry, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
He saw John Cena, so it's fine.
John Cena, cool. You see John Cena off ahead of you. That well-known bard, he's a barbarian.
He is a barbarian.
He's very much a barbarian.
Favorite class.
Barbarian.
Yeah, I mean, again, you hear light shufflings in either direction. Just standing there, you all would be able to note that. Yeah.
If the door's like hanging open and like clearly no one lives there, I'll kick one of them in with the crossbow kind of lowered, like with the intent to startle whatever in there.
So were you going down the right?
I was
or
down the right side.
Straight ahead.
The right side.
Okay. So you move up just another 10 feet to a doorway, and you kick open this door. There is a cluster of low crates which surround a barrel in the center of this chamber. Atop the barrel lies a stack of copper coins and 2 stacks of cards. One is face up. There is a thin layer of dust covering everything. It's very clear that someone meant to return the card game, and yet, for whatever reason, didn't. That is what you see inside the room.
Instinctively, Ick would just kind of sweep the coins into his pocket.
So you walk into the room. Give me, as you move towards that barrel, you hear a light hissing noise. Give me an a survival check.
I was like, intelligence? That's not gonna... Oh, damn you. You went from 18 to a 2. So 4. It went so slow, too. It was like,
this
18.
Barrel is leaking air.
The barrel is leaking air?
That's what you know with that roll.
Well, I grab those coins and... because I don't see nothing else, I back out.
Well, as you reach to grab the coins...
Roll to 4!
Here we go.
Roll to 4!
Give me just a second here. You're going to roll for initiative. Anyone else can as well, because that's usually how initiative works. But this snake is going to get a surprise round.
Oh.
On you. And with a 17 on the die, I do think that the snake is going to hit you.
Yeah, that's stupid though.
I mean, you didn't listen very well. You only take 1 piercing damage, but give me a Constitution saving throw.
I will do that. 16.
Okay. You will take... Let me see here. Ooh. Oh, dang. Okay. You take half the poison damage, which is 4 poison damage, because I rolled max damage on the poison damage.
Why is this air bite so hard?
And as that snake lunges out and strikes, I'm sure Ick makes some sort of noise, and notices as another one... Sorry, I got these bugs flying around me. Dang. As another snake slithers out from one of the crates. And again, it is initiative time. What do we got, folks?
15.
4.
Natural 20.
19.
All right, so I had, sorry. Let me go this way. Glita, you had a natural 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Hasty Jane, what was yours?
Oh, sorry, 4.
4. Sorry, I just... Ick had a 15. Merku, yours was?
19.
19. And then Tano, what was yours?
9.
9. Great. So we are going to, I guess, start this encounter. Glita, you are on fire and you hear Ick kick open a door. I'm going to say you probably just slowly doubled back the 10 feet to look around the corner as he kicked open this door.
I've probably
and then
sworn very loud.
Yeah, he swore, and then you hear him like go, oh, as a little bit of acid starts to come out as he's talking again. Oh, I did forget to say, Tano, we're gonna make sure you get your extra wild magic this time, which I forgot last time. So you're gonna get that this time. Don't let me forget.
Gotcha, boss.
So Glita, what do you want to do? You're about 25 feet away from Ick.
Oh, Glita.
And your mic cut out again. So everyone drink.
Good God.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Why is that? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my full movement, which is technically 24 feet because of what we wrote earlier.
Okay.
All the way over
You are able to get up right next to Ick and are adjacent to this poisonous snake, even with just 24 feet of movement. And we lost her again.
It's so weird.
Why is this
nothing
happening?
is even changing.
There you are. Yeah, you're back.
What is happening? How weird. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take my hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
And do I see this? Is the snake on him?
It is not on him. It's coming out of like this hole that was in this barrel that's right ahead of him.
This is an entire barrel full of snakes. I'm gonna be so mad.
So it's partially sticking out of the
Partially
barrel.
sticking out. Yep, you can definitely aim a hit.
Definitely trying to chop it, whatever body part of it is extending out of the barrel. I want to chop it in half.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Roll to hit.
I'm gonna re-roll that because that was a natural one. So give me one.
Group name is Ones Are Fun.
No, they're not.
What'd we get with the reroll?
24, much better.
That will just barely hit this snake. Roll to hit.
Okay, let me see what I'm... Five.
Okay, I think... Okay, 5 damage. That is more than enough. You bring your hatchet down, and it goes straight through this snake's neck? Body? It's all a neck, really. I don't know.
It's true.
It's essentially
it's a snake.
The snake has just gotten Ick, and before it can release and let go, you just come rushing in and boom, bring the hatchet down. So it kind of like shakes free this snake's head. And roll me a d6 really quick.
3.
Okay, so roll me another d10 for this firebolt.
10.
Okay. As you rush in to save your friend, a firebolt shoots out at the crate and kills the second snake. You essentially just came in and wiped him out, but don't worry, I'm gonna get that wild magic for you, Lamar. Don't worry.
Glita is going to say, 2 snakes, 1 firebolt.
There you go.
You should know, had you hit me with that firebolt, I would be dead.
Oh, what? That would have been horrible. Wouldn't it have been?
Yeah.
That
Who
would have
else
been
is gonna
awful
cause
if your
problems?
friend killed you.
Now can I take the gold coins?
Now?
They're
You can take some-
copper.
You can take some copper.
Yeah, I'll take the copper. I want them.
You need them coinsies.
You find a nice stack of. It's not much. It's 15 copper coins.
I look at Glita. I say, room clear.
I should have gone with it's Lucas Martinez's idea. The crate is filled with gunpowder. The neighbors are so upset with the noise that you've wound up creating when all they wanted was a quieter night.
Tomorrow will be the quiet night. Tonight is
Yeah.
death.
But I also love how Buttbot just totally said the crate is filled with butt powder.
Butt powder.
No.
Butt powder.
Makes it all the
Buttbot
better.
is the
So,
best bot. I'm sorry.
Mercury bland butt powder.
so yeah, sorry about that, everybody. We just finished the combat too soon there, I guess. But now this
No such
apartment
thing.
has been cleared. I'll assume that Hasty, Tano, and Murku kind of start rushing in that apartment's direction as the other two make their way out.
Oh no, I was gonna
Murku's like-
hide. I was gonna hide behind Tano. I was gonna stealth it up. I was just gonna.
I was gonna go into another room.
Okay. Well, then correct me by all means. Those two are there.
No, it's
What do
fine.
what do the three of you want to do?
Is there a room next to them?
Next to them, no. There's a room beyond them, or there was a room straight ahead of you as you came up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the room beyond them.
Beyond them. Okay.
Yeah, and just
So-
I'm not gonna Indiana Jones punch the door down. I'm gonna slowly open it and look in.
Okay. Is
See- I
anyone
see
going
everything.
with her?
No, split the party. I'm gonna go to one forward.
We're not that far away, are we? It's just a hall, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Let's go.
Okay. So
Listen.
Watch out for hissing
let
air.
me just make sure where Ick and Glita are. Are you staying in that room? Are you going to follow Murku, or are you going to head back down to Tano, who's got Hasty hiding behind him
I mean, I feel
as he
like-
goes to a different room?
Is this the same time? Like,
Yeah.
She was going in there when we were dealing with this.
Oh.
That's kind of.
Murku is moving past as you've already finished up with
Okay.
the snakes.
I'd
I think
follow
I would-
Murku in case I can spit on her again and kill her.
Glita?
I think I might want to just to do a quick gander around the room just in case there's anything else missing because I saw that it had picked up some coinage.
Yeah, you can. You can roll a perception check or investigation. I'll say whichever's higher.
13.
13. All you really see is this. You've got a full deck of cards sitting on top of the barrel. If you wanted to pick up a deck of cards for a game later,
I'm gonna swipe the cards.
there you go.
I'm gonna
See?
paint them
The
with glitter
hardest
later.
thing to do in Among Us.
So we are splitting the party. Glita, after you do that, do you want to follow Ick, or do you want to see where Hasty, Jane, and Tano have gone?
Wait, is Eek going in a different direction?
Ick is following Murku,
Ooh.
who is
I didn't
going.
realize we were so split.
I will go with Tano and Hasty Jane.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Tano and Hasty Jane. We're gonna follow you guys first. You essentially go straight ahead as you come from the top of the stairwell, and on your left-hand side is a door that you can slowly open. I'm guessing is how you're going.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah?
not me. I'm sorry.
Tano just kind of
I said
casually
yes.
but gently open the door.
Okay, so as you do that, and Hasty Jane's right behind you, Glita's a few steps behind yet, you see a 35-foot wide by 10-foot long room, which has 2 half-open windows on the south wall and 3 rotting beds.
Oh.
Want to do a perception check to see if I see anything else that's not obvious?
Yeah, go for it.
And because I'm Lex and I get advantage on this, it's not gonna much matter. Yeah, it does. 23.
Okay, so you see a couple things. There's a drawer that's kind of been overthrown next to one of these beds, and underneath it you see a bit of a sparkle.
Does this look like a sparkle that might have been part of a glitter bomb?
No.
Okay.
No.
Tano is going to join in the stupidity and go over there carefully.
Worried all of my cohorts.
And
Hey, I'm with you.
Yeah.
investigate it.
Yeah, I mean, as you lift up this drawer, you don't even need to really roll an investigation. You just lift up the drawer, and you find a silver cloth choker, a leather sash, and a pouch of coins.
Nice. Ooh. Treasure.
Coins.
Mhm.
How much in there?
There's 100 copper.
Can I run up and try to stealth the choker and wear it?
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
With a negative to my ability, is that?
You have
So,
the
no,
right
I
to
don't.
try.
You did not beat my passive wisdom to do that.
She runs up.
And I haven't even rolled.
Here's the thing: is she runs up, she grabs the choker, but like the whole time she was trying to be sneaky, but Tano like picked up the copper, saw her moving in, and just like watched her do it the whole time. Like you can pick it up, but
Could he like lift me up as I hold it?
he could. I mean, he would probably see you.
You
Put it on
ever
it.
see someone watching you doing something you're not supposed to do? That's what he's doing. He's just kind of looking at you.
I was like, I'm so stealthy.
You could use your words. Asking is a thing. It's okay. It's been a long day. Met too many
I run-
explosions near your head. It's alright.
I run back behind his leg. I'm embarrassed.
Okay. Did you keep the silver cloth choker with you?
No,
Yes.
I dropped it. Oh, he did. He.
I'll collect all of it.
Okay. Just so you know, those other two items, the choker and sash, are worth 25 gold pieces each. Just
I'm keeping on to those.
So that is as Glita kind of makes her way to the doorway as she sees this awkward exchange between Hasty Jane and Lamaris. We will now head up to Merku and Ick, who will have gotten to their door. You said you wanted to do this nice and quiet?
Yeah,
Merku?
I'm gonna try and be a little quiet and peek in before I rush in.
All right, roll a stealth.
What's my natural 2023?
Yeah,
Got a little star on it.
This is a beat down apartment building, but somehow they seem to have put WD-40 on this one set of hinges because it is you just touch the door and it is the quietest swinging door you've ever heard. You sneak your head around. What you see, or rather, there is the scent of earthy decay filling the room. There are smashed bookcases and their sundered contents litter the floor. A collapsed bunk bed rests in a nook on the western wall, and there are two dretches holding a cat and exchanging aggressive expressions.
I'm gonna look back at Ick and go,
How far away are these things? Like,
Ick, did you get all that?
Yeah. Well, what Ick,
there's a cat.
What Ick interpreted was that there's a cat for the shop, and I should try and tackle it.
For our podcast listeners, these two are just silently mouthing words to each other and hand symbols. Witchy has just put spider fingers to her face and pointed at the room.
Yeah. Ick's gonna try and flying cat capture.
She's now waving her pants. Okay.
Lita said she
man,
wanted a cat.
Does it look like the cat's alive?
It
Does
does.
the cat look
It
dead?
is alive. No, the cat is alive. The cat is currently going. And each of the dretches, you see one dretch, and it looks at the other. It's like, no, you got to eat the last one. And the other is going like, I never got to eat the last one, but that's because I'm the brains of this. I don't eat it.
Is the cat really cute? Like, if I threw the bomb in the room and then closed the door, like, the cat would be sorely missed.
I mean, it's a cat.
It's a pretty cute cat.
Picture Professor McGonagall as a
Oh,
cat.
no.
So it could be
Okay.
Professor McGonagall for all you know.
Are either of these dretches the one that we really hurt? Or are they two very
new dretches?
Okay, I'm gonna close the door before it goes in there.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to the party. Let's go back to the party. Let's go back. Go back to the party.
You hear a.
There's a cat.
No. Shit. Okay. I kick the door in.
Yeah, that's how.
And
The dretches turn around.
I use my crossbow on the one holding the cat.
Okay, I'll say you use it on the closest dretch because they're both kind of holding it. They both want to eat it. You use it on the one that sounds like Bobcat.
I was just gonna ask.
I was gonna say, was Bobcat actually there?
I don't know what you're talking about. You'll get a surprise round on him.
I still have plans of flying cat tackle, just so you know.
16 to hit.
That will do it.
7 piercing damage.
7. Okay. He gets hit and immediately lets go of his half of the cat as you see him reel from that hit. I mean, everyone can roll for initiative, but but the three of you further away will take a little while to get back there.
I can't believe y'all guilted me into fighting without the other half of the party to save a fictional cat.
They're right there. We can do it.
A fictional cat.
It's almost like if you all had stayed as a team.
I didn't know how far away everything was.
Yeah, why are you being so weird, Nathan?
Okay, really
I'm
quick.
glad you did it.
Now, really quick. Glita, what is your initiative?
18.
Okay. Hasty Jane. Great.
11.
21.
Ick. Did I miss it?
21.
Ick, where'd you go?
I can't
You're
hear
going,
it.
Ick.
21.
He's saying 21.
Wow, I can't hear him at all.
Chat, can you hear him?
I can't hear him at all. Me neither.
At least I did.
What?
That's
what
weird.
if
I
I said
can't hear
words
him.
now?
There we go.
He's saying, I'm saying, oh my God,
Me
Jared,
neither.
really? What?
Merku.
Don't talk about Nathan like that.
Chat can hear me.
Merku gets a 1.
No, whoa, hold on. I got a 16.
And Tano.
19.
Awesome. So,
You say that, Jared.
first up is Ick now. You can, I know you've got a crossbow. You can see, I'll let you move into the room if you want, kind of skirting past your friend, but you're going to be real close for crossbow range.
That's all right.
That's true.
Do it anyway.
I cannot hear Jared.
He said, that's all right. Do it anyways.
See,
Jared,
Okay.
can you
So why-
disconnect and come back?
Fine.
Just the two of us can't hear him?
Get
That's
outta
so
here.
bizarre.
Get.
It's like
Aren't you
secret.
Yeah, I know. It's just us.
streaming the show?
Yeah, the show can hear me.
I don't get
But
it.
you did, Jared. You did go away for a minute on my screen, and then you came back, but you never went away on the stream. Which
Oh,
was
I noticed
weird.
that as well.
Yeah. Jared
One.
said, "This is my quit. I'm quitting."
He left. He's left.
That's- yeah.
He's left
He's
us.
officially
He's left
done.
us.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
It's not what we're gonna do.
It just disappears in a cloud of smoke, and I'm there with 2 dretches by myself.
Can
Cool.
you hear me now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Also,
Yeah.
I'm not going to disappear from the stream because that's a different camera than I'm feeding to you guys.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So all my conversation about flying cat tackles was not heard.
Yeah,
No.
only me and Wendy heard it.
It was,
It was
so good.
it was comedy gold.
I know.
It was
I loved
gold,
it.
I
I
tell
loved it.
Yeah, it was
The
really
chat, they
good.
witnessed it. They still witnessed it.
Yeah.
All right, I will kind of skirt past Merku and fire my crossbow, my handy cross.
Okay. At that closest stretch.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Roll to hit.
I did it. Fucking 13.
That'll hit.
Oh, thank God.
For a
Give me
total
that good
of
damage.
6 damage. And if he's still
Ooh.
alive, he's getting spit on.
Yeah, he's gonna need to get spit on. And in fact, if you use the cone, you would hit the cat, but you could hit both stretches.
How hardy does
you
the
didn't-
ce look? Does it look like it can survive
You
some
didn't
stuff?
let me hit the cat.
Standard cat stats. I don't think 3d6 is great for a cat.
So stronger than a wizard usually.
Yeah.
Can I get one of the dretches without
This
hitting the
worked
cat?
out so well last time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you definitely can. Yeah, you would know that the cat would probably instantly die due to acid damage.
Yeah, I don't want to hit the cat.
He
So
doesn't want to hit the cat, but he hit me.
well, I didn't want to hit you.
Well, he
either.
didn't
It
wanna
was an
hit you.
Accident.
I know.
Yeah, you can aim it to just hit.
How did you hit me?
He rolled a
Like, how
1.
did it happen?
Yeah, it was a 1.
Oh, of course.
So it's
okay.
going to be a total of 17.
17 will hit this final dretch.
It's the lucky cat.
And what? That's 3d6?
Yeah, it's as the acid flies over it, two crossbow bolts have opened up wounds to where the acid is just pouring straight through it now. Like, this thing drops. There is one more dretch, and it is holding a cat. And that is where we're at. Tano, it is
Hey,
your turn.
Drop
Yes?
the cat. Drop the cat. Drop it.
Let's see, you killed the Bobcat Goldthwait one, so this one's just like, what are you talking about?
Drop the cat.
Hey, Danner! But Tano, it is your turn. You've heard a ruckus on the other side of the building.
Tano will run.
Tano
What about his
is-
magic?
Boom, boom. Yes, as Tano is running, the holy symbol glows, and bursting forth ahead of him is a silvery mace magically floating ahead of him as he has been granted a spiritual weapon
Nice.
that he will
Love
be able
it.
to use. Now, I'm guessing you're going to run as far as you can. You've got a 30-foot move speed, right?
Yep. So I could move 60.
So you are pretty much right next to Merku. She's on your team, so you could stand in the doorway if you wanted, looking at this final dretch. That's as far as you could get, though. You couldn't get up right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe if you want to pull up spiritual weapon, I do believe that spiritual weapon can be moved.
Range of 60 feet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. As a standard melee attack, using my
Spell casting.
Spell. That's much better than my actual strength. That is going to be. I'm going to use my reroll.
Just to check, what'd you get?
5, which would be a 9.
Okay.
Yep, gonna go. You do that reroll.
Do it.
You can do it, Tano. You
Much
got
better.
this.
17.
That will hit. Roll damage against the Dretch holding a cat.
1d8 plus spell casting. 11 points of damage.
All right. This cat or not the cat.
Not the cat!
Mace. The mace slams into the ribs of this Dretch, dropping it to its knee as he lets go of the cat, which runs over into the corner. The cat is fine, but the Dretch is still standing. Well, it's kneeling. Glita, it is your turn now.
I will make my way towards all the ruckus that I hear. And there are no more Dretches, correct?
There is one more Dretch, but you cannot get close enough to see into the room with a full dash action.
Okay. But I'm aware that there are some around.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Then, I don't know if I can do this as an action, but I'll go ahead and just then take out my greatsword.
Okay. And you know what? Here's what I will say. These are beaten down walls. Roll a d10 for me.
Okay. 7.
Oof. Okay. This burst of fire swings forth from you and enters this round hole. Like, it looks like it's going straight for this hole that's already in the wall. Like, it's already beaten down. You're seeing through just a little bit, but it just hits a stronger part. You think that it, a little bit higher and it would have gone straight through, killing this Dretch. That is Glita's turn. Merku, it is your turn. The Dretch is still up.
I don't want to firebolt it because it'll only take half damage. I'm just gonna keep hitting it with my crossbow.
Okay. Now I do believe a crossbow has a load feature.
Oh, a light one does? It does.
Yeah,
Does it?
hand.
Okay.
I believe.
Yep, the light one does.
Is it
the
a
hand does not.
bonus action? Or is it a full action to reload?
I believe it's a full action to reload.
Fuck it. I'll just firebolt him. That's a lot.
Okay.
Kapow. 14.
14 will hit.
Good old just 2 damage.
Wow. So
I know.
you graze past him. You think it doesn't do as much damage as you thought, and you think that if it did, he'd be dead.
I'm saving it for one of my friends.
Hasty Jane is
I don't kill people.
Up next before this Dretch. Hasty Jane has just been left alone in an apartment all by herself as all her friends went and ran away.
No, I would have stealthed right behind Tano the whole time. Right behind his leg. I'm still just right there.
Okay.
Picking up
so you move up.
You jumped
You're right
on his
behind
back.
Glita. And that is where you are left. The Dretch only has Ick ahead of him. So he is going to run up and he is going to really quick. He's been hit so much though that he is just going to try to bite at Ick with a total of 17 to hit.
Yes.
Great.
How you doing, buddy?
That will deal 3 points of damage to Ick.
Gross.
And that will... Oh, man. Okay, I'll have to remember that.
Will blow him over, though, so...
Yep. And next time I'm going to remember that part about Dretches.
What?
Nothing. What did I say? Nothing?
Oh,
I wanna
secrets.
know.
Isn't that you're
Nick.
supposed to take?
Keep your secrets.
And so the Dretch's turn is over. It's back up to Ick. It's right there next to you.
Because I have a hand crossbow. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna fire my hand crossbow. I'm just gonna point it to his temple and go. Clang.
All right.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. You still got to roll to hit, though.
Now, what happens? We'll see.
And if I'm being totally honest, within 5 feet, even though it's a hand crossbow, I believe you roll at disadvantage.
That's
because
fine.
it's a ranged weapon.
You're a ranged weapon. I don't care. I'll roll at disadvantage.
Rules?
That's fine. They're only one apart from each other.
It was a 2 and a 1?
It was a 16 and a 15.
Oh, darn. Okay, so
add 8 to those.
You do a swift reload because it's a hand crossbow, put it right up to this temple that's still like seems to have bit right where that snake was, and you're just like, what the heck? You just go boom. The arrow going in one side and out the other as the Dretch drops limp. You all feel that at the moment you've been doing well. There is a slight breeze that kicks up through the house as you finish this battle, all reunited as a group. The cat slowly walks over and nuzzles against Ick, thanking him for saving its life since it was just about to get eaten by Bobcat Goldthwait and friends. In the house, you still hear some pitter-patter of feet. You still hear creaking of chains and the thud of blade on flesh. And we'll just have to pick it up next time at what else is in this apartment complex.
And
For
the
those
night
of
with
you,
blade on flesh? What?
yeah, we can. For those of
It's
you who
all-
have wild magics, I know Tano, we didn't really get to use yours because I forgot about it that first time. Tano's is going to carry over, as well as we'll have Glita's carry over as well. Those wild magics will still be with us. We'll still have any of the unused buffs, and I say that because I know I still have a couple rerolls that I didn't really need to use at the time. So we'll have those rerolls next time. But that is it. Really quick, I do want to say a quick shout out. Oh, I think I wrote this down somewhere. I do want to shout out the adventure. I've actually, while I'm jumping in, I have a little bit of a trouble creating a full world. So while the world of it all is mine, and I've made this town and we've made these characters, for this particular adventure, we are using a fun one-shot that was made by Corvid's Emporium. So check them out. Their team put together a fun little module that we've been running through and made certain adjustments to. But special thank you to them. Thank you to you all for tuning in and having fun. We had a great night full of wild magics. You literally used every single one that I had prepped, and I had to go to a backup sheet. So
they like to do that.
Y'all making my job harder for next week, but in the best of ways. We've raised some great money tonight for the charity. And before we leave, don't go anywhere just yet. I think we usually go on a raid after this, but I want to make sure that we find out where we are on socials for everyone if this is one of your first times. So we'll start with Wendy. Wendy, where can people find you?
You can find me everywhere on Twitter, Instagram, sometimes TikTok. I don't really TikTok, I just lurk, but it's at my name, at Wendy Lee Zaney. You can find me on YouTube at the Movie Couple channel. And I Twitch stuff, I stream stuff sometimes on Twitch if you want to find me, play Animal Crossing with me. It's twitch.tv/Wendy Lee Zaney.
Jared, where could people find you?
I mean, you're right here. It's my channel. You can find me here on Twitch at The Real Gobshite. You can also find me across all the socials at Jared Hoy. And tomorrow night, you can find me over on the Dat Network, GMing a game of Kids on Bikes over there.
Nice. Hey, Witchy. you've got like 7 different handles. Why don't you tell them all?
Oh, okay. Everybody take a little seat because all my handles are different. But on Instagram, you can find me at witchy.brew. On Twitter, you can find me at Witchy Brew with 2 W's at the end. On Twitch, you can find me at just regular old Witchy Brew. And yeah, that's all the important ones. I've tried to get all Witchy Brew, but you know, this woman named Shirley, who's 45, just won't let it go.
Shirley!
Shirley!
Give it up!
Shirley on Twitter. Everybody go report
Let me
her.
just
kidding,
let me
don't.
just write down the name Shirley
send her a
and
glitter,
make
a
her
bunch
the
of
big
glitter.
bad.
We'll just know.
Yeah.
We'll just know what it
Shirley's the big bad.
Shirley should be the big bad.
All right, I'm writing it down. Let's go to Lamar. Lamar?
Good evening to you, lads and lasses. My name is Lamar the Con Guy. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, all under Lamar the Con Guy. I am going to be streaming tomorrow playing some Hades, so make sure you come by. Have a good time. Thank you.
I love that.
Wait, hold on. You have an Irish, but you don't have a Scottish.
He was telling us before he doesn't have a Scottish accent.
And then he just whips out like this accent.
The very fact that you have an Irish accent should be a small miracle.
And Jessica, I know you've got a lot of fun videos and stuff out there. Where can we find you?
Pretty much same. I'm across all platforms, pretty much Jessabessa1. I don't know who the person is that took the Jessabessa. But I imagine
Let me write down another big bad.
It's probably the same
out there
person.
that has taken Jessabessa, exactly.
Shirley.
Shirley. Megan.
Don't call me
customs
Shirley, yeah,
with the
exactly.
Shirley, you can't be serious. I am Nathan. It's been great jumping into this world with you all. Thank you for coming out, and yeah, be sure to tune in next week where we see what all these other ruckuses are up in this building. It's been fun. Stick around. We're going on a raid.
We're going on a raid. Also, you can find
Thank
Nathan and I over at Here Be Dragons D&D.
Oh yeah,
Saturday.
we're rolling it up.
So fun.
More fun over there for 5e. So. Yep.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thank you for the bits and the subs and donations. Trevor Project, thanks you. Awesome sauce. We are going to go on a raid here. I'm picking a random tabletop show from the list, so we'll see.
There you go.
Go give the goblin love. And we will see you next week.
Yay!
See ya.
Yay!
Bye, guys.